What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills, and I am back in another episode of East Meets West, officially episode 17. My guys here, AK Eagles of Eagles Uncensored, and Vic 3 down below me here. What's going on, guys? Hey, we're in here on a Monday special kind of East Meets West. We're kind of we're picking spots during the week where we can kind of get together and provide you good content. We're kind of like that. We're kind of like that good pitcher. We got a lot in the arsenal. You never know what we're throwing at you. We never know when we're coming at you. We come at you with different arm angles like Patrick Mahomes. So it's just we're really enjoying working together. So love and appreciate all you guys. But what's going on, my guys? AK Eagles, my brother from another mother. How you doing, my guy?
Doing good, man. Can't complain. Still soaking in this loss from yesterday. It's heartbreak, but got to take your lumps to get better. So, but yeah, it was definitely a tough one to swallow. Hopefully we can rebound this weekend coming up. But it's good, Vic. How you doing, my guy?
It's doing pretty good, my guy. For the most part, it's overreaction Monday, as we all heard. It makes it bad when we have a loss. Then we got to hear all the wild talk. But we'll get into it. How y'all guys? How we doing?
Doing okay. Like AK said, just trying to really fully grasp the game from yesterday, and not try to overreact like some of our some of the fans have been doing, definitely. But even though we lost yesterday, I had an awesome time. I was able to go with, as you've seen on my the video I dropped, able to go and meet up with Birdman _951, and that was really cool because I got to meet him for the first time and hang out. We got to watch the game, drink some alcohol, hang out with I got to meet his wife and his kids. So I feel like part of the family now. Definitely, I really appreciate Birdman extending out that invitation to me, and like I said, because I don't have a lot of friends that are Eagles fans, so it's really cool to be building this community that now that this kind of second family that I'm experiencing, and getting to have to really it's like I said, it's like a second family. So yeah, I really like I said, I had a really good day yesterday, even though we did fall to the Chargers. But obviously the topic of the day, a lot of people have been talking about Jalen Hurts. So we talked about it a little bit backstage, but AK, I know I want to hear from you first. Now.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
I'm sober tonight. You definitely don't want to hear from me.
Hey.
No. Listen, man. Y'all be tripping. All right? No lie. Like, the things I have heard today about Jalen Hurts and what y'all want to do, I feel so bad, like, for him. Because it's like, what if Seattle would have gave up on Russell Wilson after 10 games or Lamar in Baltimore after 10 games? They were not polished quarterbacks coming out. Russell had a lot. I would say he had a lot more promise than what Hurts does. He's definitely more polished, same with Lamar, but they were still work in progress. They didn't have all the full fundamentals yet. And that's kind of how Hurts is, and everyone wants to give up on him after 10 games. I'm not in that fan club. None of us on here are in that fan club. We all realize he has things he needs to work on. He needs to get better at. But listen, the things that he's bad at, you can fix that. The things he's great at, you can't teach it. That's the situation you're in. You want to give up on a man who put his body on the line last night and flipped over a defender for a first down? You ain't getting that out of anyone in the NFL but maybe Lamar and Cam Newton back in the day. So
maybe Michael Vick if he's feeling frisky.
Yeah, like nobody's doing that.
Randall, way back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, like, listen, man, the things that this kid can do and the heart that he has and the maturity alone, Like what? He's 22 or 23. He's still a baby. He's a fucking baby. You know, like I get it. I don't like what I see all the time either, but I fucking love what I see on the things that he does do good. You know, he does need to clean up his footwork. He does need to fix his arm a little bit. He does need to do this. He does need to do that. But every fucking quarterback does. They work every year for this shit. You think Tom Brady just doesn't work in the offseason? No, he does. You know, everyone does. Like, they always have to get better. They're always trying to get better. Like, you want to give up on this kid after 10 games, go ahead. Whatever. But in 2 years, I told you so. That's all I'm going to say.
Vic, what do you think, Vic?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with AK. I think it's way too early to say anything right now. I've said it a million times. It's an evaluation season. It's not 10 games. It's not 11. It's not 12. It's a whole season. You got to give the kid the whole entire season because again, there's still some football left. We got 8 games left, correct?
Right. But when you guys, I think you both would agree though. I'm sorry, Vic. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I want to get this off my head before I forget. I think both of you would agree that it's an evaluation for the head coach too, right?
Yes.
Obviously, it's his first year.
Yeah.
So the only way I'm in agreement with putting Minshew in right now is to kind of see what Nick Sirianni would respond, and then it kind of puts more of the attention on Sirianni and the coaching.
That's only in the case of if the front office is thinking of moving on, and I don't think they're in that mode.
If you bench Hurts, it's over. It's over.
I don't think they're in that mode.
Yeah,
they're not trying to see what Sirianni is. Right now, we're trying to see what Jalen is. That's
an evaluation for Nick, and you still want to go on with Hurts. You can't bench him because what signals are you sending to the locker room at that point? You know, this is their leader. These guys love playing for Jalen Hurts. The locker room tells you that. They love him. He's a great guy. He's down to earth. He loves playing for them. You know, they got his back. If you bench him, you're just starting a whole new fucking offseason over like we had last year. And you can't do that.
And you have to understand, there's 2 different evaluation processes. You have one for a player and one for a coach. The player, as always, is going to be unfair. They're going to have shorter time. The coach, as we all know, they're given 3 years. They're given 3 seasons. By season 2, if there's no improvement from season 1, that we already know, we're in the hot seat. You know that 3rd season, we're in the hot seat. We're not going to get re-signed. They move on. Again, this is Sirianni's first season. So whether people like it or not, unless something drastic happens in the next 8 games, he's here next year. Get over it. That's the mind. You know what I mean? Like, just get over it. Stop talking about it because the more you talk about it, it's not going to come into existence. It's not going to happen. Right now with Jalen Hurts, he has this season. Again, I can't speak what the front office wants to do next season, but I know this season is given to him. So they're not going to move Minshew. The only way that Minshew is going to play, again, I've said it 1,000 times, if Hurts is injured. That's it. Again, fan base is saying, "Oh, we want Minshew," because they always do that. They constantly, no matter whoever the backup is, they're always going to want him if the starter isn't playing well. That, you know what I mean? Like, that's the sad old song of Philadelphia fans. And they keep on doing it. They just remix it every year. That's all it is. Again, that's the first thing they go to. Change the quarterback. It's tiring to say that. Tell me what happens when Minshew comes in and it doesn't work. What did you do? You wasted time. Because you could have seen this kid could have rebounded or gotten better, but no, you're just giving up right now. And everybody with the one season, like, I gotta honestly say, it's not his first season. Yeah, 13 games. I don't care. This is his second season. No matter what anyone says, however many games he played, this is his second season. All right, so you got to look at him that too. So when you're evaluating him at the end of the year, like I said, you're not giving him all that first season thing. No, he had some time last year. We've seen him play. We've seen him get some packages. We've seen how he was under pressure. And even when he was in those stupid packages with Doug, he really did perform well. No matter what, if you say it was bad situation, bad play calling, no matter what, he still did perform well. So again, you got to take everything into a whole. This year was his year to show what he can do. If he can rebound in the next 8 games, a lot of those people who are calling for Minshew will act like they never even said anything about it. They're going to deny it to your face. That's how they always are. I mean, those are what I call so much the fair weather fans a lot of times. But you got to lean it back. You got to understand where we're at right now. We're not in a position to think about playoffs. Stop talking about it. We only have 3 games. Like if
And
we had the clip, I've always had, we gotta have that. We gotta have that clip ready. We gotta have it on the ready. The playoff
they've been
clip, you know what I mean? Like we can't talk about that.
right in the three. And the three, I keep meaning to do that. I'm gonna get that done for you, Vic. I'm putting that on the list definitely right now. Write that down. But
But it's like we expect too much right now. We gotta calm down. We seen where we're at. We know this team is young. I got it. It would have been awesome if this team could just come out the gates like we thought they would, and have maybe even 5, 6 games winning. You know what I'm saying? Right there under their belt, but they don't right now. Right now they have 3. But again, we have 8 games to see where this team can go. Hopefully they can turn it around. We've seen so far. Let's be honest. Nick Sirianni, he really wasn't much of the reason why we thought. Yeah, there was some bad play calling at the beginning of the game. For the most part, he got it together. He got a healthy mix of run and pass, what we've been looking for. Again, Jalen Hurts. Everyone talks about his performance. He was, what was it, 11 for 16, 11 for 17, I believe, because it was 6 passes incomplete. 2 passes were very important. That one to the end zone were,
he was 11 of 17 for 162, and he missed the one, and I think I was on the first drive, I believe, to Dallas Goedert, and I thought he had a clean pocket on that play, but going back and watching the game film, he actually took a shot on that play, so he really wasn't able to fully step into that throw, which kind of caused him, I think, to overthrow Goddard a little bit. And I don't put that as a drop at all on Goddard. I think Hurts overthrew him just a touch, and if he catches that, it's probably first and goal, if not a touchdown, because there was a defender closing in, but I mean, Dallas Goedert stiff arms that guy, and it's only one guy to beat, really. So he could easily break a tackle right there. But I mean, I thought Dallas Goedert played very well yesterday. I thought I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. He's really starting to step into that role as the lead tight end, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Definitely.
I believe he could take that role, but again, he needs more opportunity because when you look at the stats and you see how the ball is spread around, again, we got Devontae Smith leading out Dallas Goedert second. Quez Watkins, I think, maybe had 2 attempts to his way the whole game. Jalen Rager, even though he was injured, I think he had 1. You got to spread the ball around better. I mean, even though Hurts had 17 attempps, with those 17 attempts, you got to spread it around better. Again, the run game was good.
Would you guys agree with Drew Anderson's comment here that Hurts balled yesterday?
I wouldn't say balled.
I wouldn't say that either.
I would say he did a good job as what I said he should be and what he is as being a game manager. I think he did a great job. I think there were some throws. Again, people talk about throws that he didn't make, but there were some throws that he did make that were pretty good. There was one he threw tight between 3 people. You know what I mean? Like he threw some good balls. A little, sometimes he should put some air in it. Sometimes, again, like we see, he shouldn't. But again, like you said, he was hit, so that affects the trajectory of the ball. That affects how he throws it. You can't really blame that one on him if that's what happened.
Well,
go ahead, AK. Go ahead.
And that's the other thing too, man. His last 2 drives were flawless. All the defense had to do was stop him one time, and we win that game. So I put a lot of that on our defense for the most part, because Jalen did everything he could to get us back into this game and make it winnable. He really did, and I hold nothing. No shame of that. I mean, he played his heart out, and then that everyone's giving him grief about that fucking pass to Devontae Smith in the end zone. I want to see any of you guys giving him grief right now. Throw that fucking ball with Joey Bosa 2 inches from your fucking face.
Well, it's not even that. It had the defense performed well and we won the game, no one would really be talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like if we won the game, that wouldn't have been a point of contention. Everyone would even think about that.
I get it, but here's the thing: if he makes that throw, oh my fucking god, everyone
loses
their damn mind. If he missed it, hey, everyone's now doubting him. But here's the thing, though. You look at it. Hurts. Go ahead. I got to think how to say this. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was going to say was that I didn't like to see the incompletion. Obviously, he missed an open Devontae. But what I did like to see was Devontae giving it to him in his ear, letting him know that, hey, I'm doing my part on my end. You got to do your part on your end. You you gotta make that throw right there. I know it's not easy, like you said, with the defender bearing down on him like that, but he didn't have to backpedal as much as he did either, and he even admitted to that. So, like you said, it's just things that the little things he's got to work on, and if he continues to do that, that's the problem though. Is does he have the right coaching around him to do that? That's where my questioning is. I don't think that right now. I think it's way too early to doubt whether either one of Sirianni or Jalen Hurts can succeed in this league right now. Whether they can succeed together is my question. That's my question right now, and I'm really on the fence about that. Really on the fence.
But again, this is year one. This is year one. Year one's tough. Right. They get paid again. A lot of people say they're not comparable. But again, you got to compare with the guy. They get paid man in year one. He's crap. He still owns the record for interceptions thrown for a rookie. I mean, like it's not all sweet in the beginning. Again, I know people get impatient. I mean, that's the thing. People are impatient. That's the number one reason why we're here right now. Why we're talking about this, because of people's impatience.
Right. Yeah,
he did an okay job. It wasn't great. He did a fine job. But again, when we look at it, I don't want to say where we should point solely the finger, but a lot of finger pointers should be made at our defense. Jonathan Gannon. The offense for the most part did their thing. They stayed in it. The Chargers scored. We came back. It was for tit for tat for a little bit. But the defenses wasn't good. What didn't hold up. They say bend but break, but God, we had a lot of cracks. We had a lot of cracks along the way.
Breaking all day.
So I figured out how I could say this. I love our wide receiver group that we have. Okay, I do. They are better from previous years. I agree. We have a lot more potential there. But they're still not great. Let's not forget that. Devontae Smith's still learning. Quez Watkins still learning. Rager still learning. And that's who Hurts is throwing. So it's not like he's got a true veteran number one out there. They're all learning together. That's the thing. Nick's got to take his lumps. Jalen's got to take his lumps. Smith has to take his for this team to get better. All right. It is what it is. And they
are horrible. They are horrible. I'm looking at it right now. It's bad. Yeah. It's very bad.
I like where we're headed, but like I said last night, man, the key word to this season is just patience. Like Vic said, we're not a winning team. So everyone needs to stop acting like we are. They did a great job hyping themselves up at the beginning of the year, making us believe it. Because I even believed to a certain point they believed it. But obviously it didn't work out that way, and now we're all flipping lids because we're like, well, we should be winning. No, look at the roster that we had when we first got here. There's a lot that we have to do. This is not a 1 year and we're done and we compete again. No, I'd rather us take this rebuild, do it right, instead of half-assing it and be back here in 5 years.
No, we have to. I'm more on the side of using the draft picks to build the defense as opposed to going out and spending it on an older quarterback, especially, Russell Wilson. Because, he's great, but that's you're paying a lot for a guy on the back nine of his career. So, you take that for what it is. And he may not have the same magic that he did in Seattle. He could come to Philadelphia and fall flat in his face, like other quarterbacks have done.
I think Tom Brady gassed up a lot of teams on the over 40. I think a lot of teams think that, with Russell Wilson now you can get 10 years out of him. Leave Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers to whatever team, is willing to pay for him. I think for us right now, like you mentioned before, how Devontae Smith was in Jalen Hurts' ear. I love hearing that. I like hearing that Devontae Smith is vocal enough to go to his quarterback and say, my guy, we got to calm down. You seen where I was at. Like, let him know what the situation was and how he seen it. Because that's, that chemistry that they have together, not a lot of quarterback and wide receivers have it. It takes a while to develop that. They have it built in already. They've been together for a little bit. Now let's see if Jalen can hear, if he can listen and, if he can respond, if he can produce.
Yeah.
Again, we got 8 games. If he continues down this path, like I've been saying, if he's trending the way he's trending, by all means, I can't argue with moving on. Not to even say moving on. By drafting someone so that way they can compete next season. I'm not going to argue with why they couldn't do that. But again, if we're at that point, then let's do it now. While we have the picks to do it, you can still build up your defense. You know what I mean? You can still do what you need to do. There's a lot of holes on the team. I got it. But again, one of these first round picks, if you keep them all, can be used for a quarterback. And if the chance is that within these 8 games, Jalen turns it around, he becomes the guy. Guess what? You can take one of those picks, move it to next season. That means next season you have 2 first round picks, and you can play with that because again, if you find yourself in the same position, then you know what to do. You know where to go.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Like I said, it's always going to be prepared. Always going to be prepared.
And if I'm not mistaken, other than Kels and Johnson, isn't our whole offense like 26 and younger?
Yeah, but the issue with the offensive line is the fact that we might lose 3 of that, the whole right side, from the middle to the right.
No, I'm saying right now, as it stands between Johnson and Kels, I mean, everyone else is 26 and younger, right?
Yeah, because I think Sirianni is 25.
Well, Sirianni's not even in right now, so it don't
matter.
But
I'm saying like he's on the line. Oh, well, you're saying current.
Who is playing right now other than
Kels? Yeah, they're all young.
They're all young. Right. What do you want? They got to learn. It's part of football, man.
Well, I think if the GM spot comes open, Jalen Williams here should send his resume over because he's got the right idea. I think we do need to be patient with Hurts. Give him some time, definitely. Like he said for one to see what his floor and the other to see where it caps out. Those 3 first need to go towards rookies who fill holes. That's how you build championship teams. You got to put it, and we have a lot of holes on the defensive side of the ball, especially. So we definitely got to be spending some top draft capital on the defensive side of the ball because.
And that's what I said. That's where you use that plan B.
Right.
Use that plan B. Get that draft pick out of there. This is my thing. Don't go just with any pick. Use the pick that you know that's going to go the highest. Get that team that you know is bad. Like who's out there that's a pretty bad team? You figure the Falcons. Falcons will get a decent pick, but again, we don't know how that team could be next season, or even whatever the case. A team that's going to be bad next year. They're just trying to look for a quarterback. They're going to have their growing pains. You get that pick, you trade it off. That way, next season, that's going to be a high pick regardless. And if you still want to play with that pick, you can. You know what I'm saying? You still have options.
Oh yeah, you spoke on it earlier, Vic. And one Trey Rock said right here in the comment, the defense let us down big time, and they really did because, like I was saying yesterday with the guys after the game, freaking Herbert was sitting back in the pocket, he was returning emails, he was making some tea, he was making a TikTok with Patrick Mahomes' brother, so it was crazy. Just we went from having 6 sacks to I don't even think he was knocked down yesterday. He could have been in a Tide commercial. His jersey was so damn clean after that. The defense should be embarrassed themselves after that performance. That was, embarrassing.
It's upsetting because, like I said throughout the whole week, we should have been attacking the right side. We did it. You know what I mean? Like they had a clear cut issue. We didn't take anything to account that we should attack that right side. You've seen how when they were running to the left. They kept it to the left. At no time did the defense think of adjusting in the second half or anything. I think a lot of the problems that I had to do yesterday had to do with Gannon. If Gannon would have held tight, that defense would have held tight, we would have scored, 24 points? I think that's how we ended up, 24-28. Was that the final score?
24-27.
Yeah,
24-27. We could have scored 24 points, maybe held them to 14, 17 in that range, and, ended up with the win. But again, because of our defense, our offense couldn't, at the end of the day, they couldn't keep up. They ended up with the ball in their hand.
And it's crazy because the defense had a couple of very good stops. We had the stop they went 99 yards and we stopped them on 4th and goal. And then we had another 4th down stop, in the middle of the game. So they show promising things at times. It's just, like you said, this lack of pass rush, the front four is not getting it done. you gotta dial up some kind of blitz. Whether it's I don't care if you bring a linebacker, you bring a safety, you bring a corner, you mix in a mixture of the three of those at different points of the game. You gotta bring something, because if you can't, how many times have we heard this year? Oh, quarterbacks playing against us. They had a career day. They had a record day against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sick and tired of hearing that. Sick and tired. It seems like this defense is worse than Jim Schwartz. You guys think so?
What
do you think, really?
If you saw what I put through the DM in our chat, statistically right now, compared to Juan Castillo, he is having a better season than what Gannon is right now. When Juan Castillo's first year defensive coordinator is a better season than what we are having right now with Gannon. Yep. That's ridiculous. You mean like an offensive line coach for his first time ever becoming same situation though, let's be honest. First time becoming defensive coordinator, Juan Castillo handled it better than what Gannon is. So if you look at it that way, change got to be made. If you're just looking at it alone, a change got to be made. But you mentioned it before, the linebackers, and I think that's a huge issue again, because when we look at what was our issue, Eckler getting right up the middle. You got Jared Cook right up the middle. Keenan Allen in the middle. The middle of the field was vulnerable. Our linebackers, our safety, they weren't playing well. Let's keep it 1,000. I mean, we had injuries with our cornerbacks. I don't know what they wanted to do adjustments. It didn't really did much. They put McPherson in. First play he was in, it went to hell. You know what I mean? A lot of people are questioning why didn't they put Gowan in. I don't know. I don't know how the depth chart worked out. I guess McPherson's here because he's been here longer. Excuse me, but yeah, we saw it.
The only thing I can defend the whole reason about the blitzing for Gannon, and I said it before the game the night prior. If you would have blitzed on this offense, Keenan Allen would have had way more than 154 yards. Way more. All right. The reason we couldn't blitz is because if we did, they would have killed us over the top. They would have. I mean, they already damaged us enough, but they would have had way more. Even Mike Williams would have been a bigger issue if we wouldn't have blitzed. So I get it. I get it to a point, but we do need to do something to add more pressure. We really do. There's no doubt about that. I don't know what, but dude, and not just that, but fucking Barnett, man, I'm so tired of this motherfucker. Like,
yeah, great point.
How many times do you have to fucking jump off sides on third down? Like,
and it was how bad he got caught off. Like, you remember leapfrog? You remember when you were a kid, you used to play leapfrog? That's what it looked like. He totally frog hopped all the way across. Like, what the fuck are you doing? How are you not paying attention? Why are you the only one not paying attention?
Bro, all you have to do is just fake count third down and watch Derek Barnett jump off sides, and that's first.
One more time, Foothills.
Watch the freaking football.
Thank you.
He's standing up. It's even easier when you're standing up. I used to play defensive end in high school. All you got to do is watch the damn football. Yeah. What? So you have to turn your head. Big freaking deal. Man, he's such an idiot. He makes the stupidest plays at the worst opportunity times.
I swear the other team pays him to do this shit. Like, he does it so much, it's ridiculous. Dude, for a first round 15 pick overall, you cannot be doing these mistakes, my guy. And fucking Nick today, he's like, oh, well, that's just because he's high motored and he plays hard. And it's like, yeah, but you still don't need to fuck up.
Give it up to him though. He's sticking up for a player. Because we seen him on the sideline. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
he lets it out. It always got to be him. But I think he may have been rebounding off of that comment. That's why he was giving him a little praise.
Yeah.
He didn't want to seem too hard on him, which he should have at that time. You know what I mean? There was no excuse for what he did.
Yeah. Bird Gang 31, what's going on, my guy? He said he makes both those throws and we lose. It doesn't matter. I think he's talking about the Goddard and the Smith throw. So, I mean, like I said in the, in the description, there's going to be a lot of different opinions and views. in regards to our team right now, this quarterback, the coaching, everything, because there is a lot of things that we need to fix, and we can fix. But like AK said it earlier, we really got to start being more realistic and stop pretending like we're gonna flip this thing around and make a playoff run, because I don't see that happening with the hole that we've dug ourselves into right now. It's gonna be tough. It really is. At 3-6, 9 games in right now, we've only won 3 of them, and they've only been against bottom of the barrel teams. I mean, we beat the Falcons, we beat freaking Panthers, and then we beat up on the winless Lions. So
yeah,
we haven't beat anybody. We haven't beat anyone of significance. So that's where it is right now. I think we just really got to swallow the rebuilding pill, because that's where we're at.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, dude, we've been winning for a long time. Everybody has to go through a rebuild now and then. And you know what? I'm just happy that we've won as much as we have over the last, 10, 15 years, whatever, like we've had some good times. We've had some bad ones. It is what it is. But hey, it's time to get younger, and it's time to start all over again. And there's nothing fucking wrong with it. I don't want to see Cox go. I don't want to see BG go or Lane Johnson, but you got to let them go. It's just part of the business. I would love them to be here playing at 40 and playing like Tom Brady is at 40. But guess what? Realistically, they're not going to. It's just what it is. You have to move on, and you have to get new players to root for. And that's where we're at now. The team that we loved is no longer here. Oh, we need to start building a new team to love. And that's where we're at.
I did like freaking Epps is that backup safety, man. He's showing some things. He's impressing me. I'm liking more and more what I've seen out of him this year. And he's definitely, I think he's deserving of a continued roster spot going forward. I like that, what I've seen from that kid.
There was a couple bright spots on defense yesterday, even though it was a bad day. Like number 21, Chechny, or however you say his name. Like I actually liked what he was, or Chechir. Yeah, I actually liked what he was bringing. Yeah, he might have made a couple mistakes, but I liked what he was doing. It's something to build off of. And Taylor, holy shit, like.
He's running around.
That kid,
I think he led the team in tackles.
Huh?
I think he had 6.
Yeah.
I think he led the team in tackles with 6.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson was doing pretty decent yesterday. He had a couple tackles. Even Williams did. These young guys are starting to play now.
I thought they had 2 backups on the right side of their offensive line. I mean, and I know Sweat got hurt towards the end of the game, but I mean, Sweat didn't do anything, and neither did Hargrave. I thought we were gonna eat on that right side, and we just didn't really attack it, or we did, and it didn't. They were able to hold up pretty well, because we didn't get a damn lick of pressure on Herbert. He was back there scooping ice cream.
Yep. No, there was no attack whatsoever, because what they were doing on run plays was focusing on the left side, and when they were passing, they were making sure it was quick passes. They weren't giving you time, but again, at the same time, we weren't trying to attack the left side anyway. We were allowing them to do that. Again, had you been continuing to attack that left side and beat them down, it would have been a different game.
They damn near they damn near didn't even need to run the ball yesterday. There, Herbert was throwing it at such a high clip that it didn't really matter. So.
But like Hager was saying, some things you could take away was, Mike Williams only kept to 50-some yards. Their biggest guy right now was Jared Cook, and Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, I think, I had like 101 yards.
154.
And, was it 154?
154.
He ended up eating. But again, that was all dead in the middle. I think our linebackers are our biggest issue right now. They are that bad. The middle of the field is wide open. We're open for business in the middle of the field. They ain't doing anything. We've seen Taylor. He's running around it, but he's running after the catch. He's running after the catch after the running back is in the second level.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen had 12 catches for. Keenan Allen was 12 receptions for 104 yesterday against our.
104. Yeah, that's what I said. I thought he was 101 yards.
Oh, it was 154. My bad.
He averaged 8.7 and catch. Mike Williams had 2 catches for 58 yards. So yeah, Jared Cook 4 for 48.
And then there's
He was like their second and third down specialist.
You let their second tight end fucking
Steven
dominate
Anderson.
you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the tight ends.
Not Anderson, the other guy.
Oh, Parham.
Yeah,
Parham?
that
Yeah.
6'8" guy. Like, what the fuck, dude? He's not even Jared Cook, and y'all let him walk on you.
Right.
Like, it's fucking bad.
That's all linebackers right there.
Papasaur's in the building, and he's trying to form a basketball team. I'm 5'10". Well, how tall are you guys?
I'm a smidgen, a little bit above 6. It's a smidgen.
All right. So we got
I'm 8 in there.
we got 2 6-footers. All right.
But my vert's ridiculous, so I can
I'm
actually.
not going to be like Tom Segura. I'm at an age where after I seen that, I'm not even doing slam dunk contests.
Right. Let me put it this way. I used to be able to dunk at 6 foot. Probably at 33, I can't dunk anymore, but I used to be able to.
So Jalen Williams said, so it's safe to say Hurts' floor is bigger, stronger than Tyrod Taylor, makes plays with his legs that can be backbreaking, limited with an arm talent, take care of the ball, and push ball if needed. Yeah, I guess I mean let's hope his ceiling is a little higher than Tyrod's, especially as far as continued success with one team, especially because Tyrod's kind of bounced around a lot in the league, and he hasn't had a lot of success. But I think Jalen's ceiling is a lot higher than Tyrod's, definitely.
But my thing is, if you put like how Tyrod takes care of the ball and how he plays in Jalen, you know what I mean? Like Tyrod took a while to get where he was at. His body couldn't keep up, unfortunately. Father time catches up with everyone, unfortunately. You know what I mean? And he's an older quarterback. But like he probably tell you yourself, if Tyrod knew what he knows today when he was younger, he'd be a totally different player. I just hope that's not the same case for Jalen.
Well, hell, even Vic said that, man, after he retired, and they made that thing for him. He was like, dude, if I knew what I knew when I started playing for Philly, when I played in Atlanta, he's like, I would have been the most dominant quarterback to ever live.
Now, he should have corrected that statement and said, had I had Andy Reid when I got drafted and, developed under him, then I'd have been a totally different quarterback. That's what changed.
But he was talking about his arm, though, being a pocket passer instead of running all the time. He said if he knew what he knew then, what he knew now, no one would have ever touched him. And I believe he's right on that. If he would have stayed in the pocket more at younger and just worked on his arm and did it, he might have been great.
Dude, I thought Michael Vick was probably the greatest quarterback ever when he came out. You still remember that what was it, a Gatorade commercial when he threw the football out in the stadium? Dude, that was at movie theaters. That was like, you know what I mean? Like, that was a trailer to a movie theater. That was dope.
Yeah. No, I love Michael Vick, man. And when we signed him, I was all for that. Granted, what he did was wrong, but man, you can't deny talent. And Michael Vick.
Nothing beats opening day Washington. That's vintage Vick.
Oh my God, man, that was
that should be canonized.
Yeah,
I wish I would. That is my biggest regret, man. I honestly wish we could have gave him a Super Bowl. I really do. He deserves one. Out of all the QBs over the years, Michael Vick deserves one. He does.
He had a good team too with Macklin. You had Deshaun Jackson. You had Shady. But imagine if we didn't get Chip Kelly. Imagine.
Jalen Williams said, "Thank you, AK. You're starting to sound like me. I want to rebuild done right, not quick. Build through the draft and establish a strong young core. Use free agency to get solid vets after that, and then gun it." Absolutely, Jalen. Freaking hashtag Jalen Williams for freaking GM. Let's go. Let's freaking
actually, Jalen, you're starting to sound like me because I've been saying that for like 2 months.
Can I ask a question? This isn't Eagles related, but I have a question because it's kind of I'm trying to push it to Eagles. So this is like my little wish list. Do you think Kyle Shanahan is on the hot seat?
Wait, Kyle Shanahan?
San Francisco.
Oh, no.
No?
No.
With the losses that he's had this season?
Nah.
Oh.
No, because I think he gets a. I think he has a. I think he has a pretty long leash right now in San Francisco. Yeah, I don't think he's on the hot seat. And if he is, freaking Jeffrey Lurie better be on the phone to his agent
That's
right?
what I was trying to allude to. Yeah, I was trying to allude to that. We move on from Sirianni. You think we could just, you know what I
You
mean?
dig?
How we get Hello Weasel work if he's still here? You know, little Weasel.
Well, I hate to tell you, but if Howie lasts this year, Nick's staying here. And I'm going to tell you this too, because Jalen Hurts is a Howie Roseman pick. Jalen's probably staying too.
Oh yeah. Like I think ultimately when it's said and done, they're gonna end up giving him another year. Whether or not they go after a quarterback, that I don't know. That's
I mean,
the biggest thing I don't know.
man. No shit. You got to look at it this way. If we're willing to give JJ Arcega-Whiteside, who is a Howie Roseman pick, 5 fucking years, Jalen Hurts is getting more than one because Jalen Hurts is way better than JJ.
I want to say this, and I was going to mention it last week, but I did it. And I was going to it was an offer mark that I was going to make, but I held off. And it was that, if we have scouts early on around now looking at quarterbacks, we're already in the mindset that no matter what anyone thinks, when the draft comes, we're going for a quarterback. This past weekend, when Liberty went against Ole Miss, a lot of people might want to discount it, but the Eagles were in attendance. We were looking at Coral. We were looking at Willis. Again, I'm not trying to say that I know anything, but if I know history, no matter what people think, we're going to get a quarterback. We're already doing our due diligence. We're on the move. Again, people might say I'm wrong. I don't care. Call me crazy. Don't care. But again, when it happens this early and we've already heard how interested they were in a certain quarterback, I think they're on the move. If Jalen, like I said, if Jalen progresses and continues on this path, we've already been on that. We've already been doing our homework. I'll say that. We've been doing our homework. We're well prepared.
Yep. I just listen, man. I can't take that, and I won't.
Well, Philly Mike,
I won't accept it. Even if they take one, I still won't accept it because you know what? There's way too many holes on this team to fucking fill. Taking a quarterback is not a need. You have Gardner Minshew as a backup, and everybody fucking loves that guy. So if Jalen don't work out, you can always throw him in. Okay, but until then, I wouldn't even be like I've been saying it, man. This offseason, use your 50 mil plus, get your veterans, whether it's for offense or defense, whatever, and then use this draft on defense. If you want to get offensive linemen in like the 5th, 6th round, go for it. Just as like depth pieces. Because I really like what we have on our offensive line right now. Okay, but then you give that to Jalen and you give him next year. And if he doesn't work out, then the following year you almost have your team built. Then you just plug in your quarterback that you want and pray to God you start winning.
Well, I think you don't really need to spend money at all. Like I said, you can still build within the draft, still get your quarterback, and you're still fine cap-wise. Because, again, you're not paying nothing for Jalen. You're not paying anything for a new quarterback when he's come through. I mean, you're not paying much. Again, the rookie scale helped out a lot. You're not going to pay that much. We all know that the cap's going to move up. You don't have to go crazy and try to go after free agents. But guess what? At the end of the day, people don't even think Philadelphia is the destination that they want to think about. You know what I mean? We're not getting top-of-the-line talent. We're getting someone that's coming through for a one-year deal to try to prove it. That's all we're going to get if we do something next season with the free agency. We're not. That it is what it is. We can still get everything we need in the draft.
We're at week fucking 9 talking about fucking quarterbacks already. What the fuck is wrong with us?
We had a messed up quarterback situation to begin with. Let's be honest. From the fact that before the beginning of the season even started, they didn't even want to name him the quarterback. It's been an issue from the gate.
You have to name him the fucking quarterback. He took all the.
I get it, but there was no apprehension. There was no need not to name him the quarterback. You know what I mean? It's so something that can be said off the cuff that there was no need to hold back on it.
That's common sense, though, Vic. I mean, if somebody's out there and he has 100% of the fucking snaps all off season, Joe Flacco ain't starting week 1. That's just fucking common sense, man. He had it right in your face the whole time. Everyone just had to look at it, but no one wanted to. So everyone was like, who's starting? Who's starting? Well, he told you. Just look at the fucking numbers.
I know this team's a shit show, but again, Nagy had already said Dalton was the starter from the rip. Again, there's nothing to say who the starter is. It doesn't cost you anything. Things can change in training camp. Yep,
Yeah,
at the beginning of the
get it,
season,
but
we
also,
thought that Andy was the guy, but we saw in training camp that Justin was the guy, so we're going to move forward with Justin. There's nothing wrong with doing that. The same thing with Jalen. Well, we thought last season we would give him a chance. We drafted this so and so. We seen in training camp that he performed better. We want to give him a shot. There's nothing wrong with that.
The other reason why I know too is when you have your owner basically coming out and already saying it, you already know. I mean, hell, he said it before training camp even started. He's like, we're rolling with Hurts this year, 100%. He already knew it. And the coach is not going to go against the owner. That's just fucking dumb. You're not going to do that. So, I mean, he was basically given the reins before the season even started. That's what I'm saying. It's just common sense. There was no reason to ask that question. The owner said it. The paper showed it with all the reps. Like, it was just common sense shit that people had to look at, and they would have known.
Yeah, like I said, we'll see. There's 8 games left. You mean before we're half season. We're at half the season right now. We'll see where we go. We'll see what happens with Denver because again, they performed great against the Cowboys. I mean, we thought that their defense was going to hold up. They lost Von Miller. Their defense played well. Their offense, they were running the ball well. Jerry Jeudy was out there playing, had a good game. Noah Fant had a good game. Bridgewater, for the most part, had a good game. He was who he is, a game manager, and he did well. You know what I mean? He did well. They won the game. They took a W. But now we're up against them this week. I don't know how we're gonna fare. If you would ask me right now, it's not looking good for us. Oh, we got an echo. Oh,
issues.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right now, if you ask me, I don't see us. I don't see how we can get a win. The way our coaching staff is, the way our defense is, with the struggle that Hurts has right now. Again, it might not be that much, but again, he's still developing. I don't know how we can go into Denver and come away with a win right now.
I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
And this is a hypothetical. Say Howie stays next year, Nick stays next year. You all get what you want. We get rid of Hurts. We draft Matt Corral or Willis or any of these guys. Does that change anything? Do we end up winning next year? With right now, just changing the quarterback and just adding a few pieces here and there. Does that make us automatically a winning franchise by doing that?
Well, my thing is, I don't want to say get rid of Jalen because that's not my intent. My intent is not to get rid of
I know. That's why I said, though, if they choose to do that, if Howie and them choose to do that, walk away from this kid at the end of this season, and you go and you use draft capital and you trade for Coral or Willis, does that, or you trade up, sorry, not trade, but you trade up for Coral and you use 2 picks in the first to do it, does that change this team next year with what we have? If Nick stays, if Howie stays, if everything, just changing Jalen alone, does that fucking make us a winning organization? Because if you say no, then then you don't do that.
Well, that it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard to say. You're saying to say win it because, like I said, my intent is if you're bringing a quarterback, that's for him to compete. So again, we don't know who the starter would be yet. I said, my intent isn't to
that's
get.
Not the question, though. I'm not saying.
You're just saying totally. We're ready to give up on him.
We're
already at that point.
You're not our guy. We move on from you. You replace Coral or Willis in this offense. Does that automatically make us a playoff team? Because if it does, then you do it. If it doesn't, don't even fucking think about it.
But that would be hard to say. That's a big jump to say playoff team. That's a huge jump.
All right, even if we win 6 games this year, say we win 6, does Coral get us 7? Does he get us 8? If he doesn't, like you don't do it.
You'd have. Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you what, Backyard makes a valid point. If you give Hurts a better D, he wins some of these games. He probably wins San Francisco. He probably wins yesterday. There were some games that because of him we did lose. So you're not going to get that back with the D. If not, the D would be helping him out. No, but that's the whole point, though. If you have a good defense, Jalen Hurts doesn't have to work as hard. If we had a good defense yesterday, or at least a good play caller on defense yesterday, we win that game.
I think he would have less of an opportunity to make a mistake, if that's what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Juan Castillo's better.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Everyone is so into throwing this all on Hurts right away. Like, because we're not winning. And I get it. That's how the NFL works. It's always going to be pointed at the quarterback. I understand that. But you have to look at it all.
Well, yeah, like but like you said,
you don't have a defense that can stand up and stop people, and your quarterback is always working from behind, and he ties the game twice, and you still can't hold him to send it into overtime. That's not Jalen Hurts' fault. I saw that kid's face with a minute left when they fucking kicked it. He was shaking his head, and I saw it on his face. He's like, y'all fucking, that was clever. Because if you would have gave him the ball back with 2 minutes left, I guarantee you he fucking runs that down and scores. He had 2 flawless fucking drives before that. He was on fire at that point. They had to keep him off the field with 6 minutes left, and they knew that because he was going to come back. And when you saw that face, you knew he knew it was over, but that wasn't his fault. That's all on the fucking defense.
Yeah, like we said at the top of the show, he made some mistakes, but I don't think he made enough to cost the game. Yeah, we've seen how he didn't get that pass to Devontae, we all know. But again, the defense didn't do their job. They didn't do their end. So, they take a lot of the blame. I even said it in our chat. If you had to break it up to percentage, I would say Jalen would get maybe 20% of the blame. I'm going to give 5 to the receivers because there were some catches that were missed that were there for him. 6 misses. So like I said, 2 weren't there. I'm going to have to give 25% to Sirianni because there was some times at the beginning of the game where, there was some bad play calling. Mm-hmm. And then 50% has to go to, Gannon.
Yeah.
He did not have anything prepared. He did not make proper adjustments. You know what I mean? Like, I understand you're trying to cover up the deficiencies at the linebacker position, my guy, but you got to do what you got to do. You're making moves. We got rid of Eric Wilson, which was, the right move. It was justified. But again, if you're moving off of him, you better get the right guys who can take over. We haven't done it yet. We mentioned Taylor, he's running all around, but again, he's running all around after the fact. I want guys making plays in the backfield, not in the second, third levels.
That's something else too. I would love to see what people would be saying today if Hurts won that game yesterday. In the brink of his, just at the end there. If they got stopped and we got the ball back and he won that game, this would be a completely different fucking attitude from this fan base. And you all know that. 100% you know that. We wouldn't even be talking about fucking quarterbacks right now. We wouldn't be talking about fucking Hurts or Minshew or any of this shit. If he fucking won, we'd be like, hey, we won. That's awesome. Next game, let's move on. But because he fucking lost, y'all want to be like, let's get rid of this guy. Fuck that. Yeah. Listen, 33 years of this shit. Okay, we got rid of Eric Rowe. All right, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Do we have Minka?
We had Minka. Or not Minka. Sorry, not Minka. Hyde. Sorry, Micah Hyde.
I was like, I know we didn't have Minka Fitzpatrick.
Minka and Micah, very close. Yeah. Micah Hyde. We had all these players that we just gave away. And we let walk because we didn't see the potential in them. And then they go to other teams and they ball the fuck out. Imagine if you had Rowe and Micah Hyde right now. You never gave up on them. Imagine if you had Rasul Douglas. He would play better in Gannon's system than what he did in Mike Schwartz's system.
But the thing is it Gannon's system that's, making these players look bad?
I believe so, yes. They're even stating that.
Yeah. Like I said, there's no question. We need better from our defensive coordinator. We need a lot better from him. And again, I don't think he can deliver. I honestly don't. I think this was too big of a jump for him. He needed time as a defensive, as maybe a linebacker coach first, because he was DB's coach for I think 1 season.
Should have got Lovie Smith. Just saying. Yeah,
but I don't think he was prepared. I think he's inexperienced. It clearly shows. He can't get a balanced attack. He can't do it all for 4 quarters. He's only had one decent game, and I think that was the Atlanta game. And again, we didn't have pressure. No, matter of fact, it would have been the Panthers game.
Yeah. Well, and another thing you have to look at too, man, is What did Sean I said this yesterday, and I'm so tired of fucking defending Nick, but I have to a point. What did Sean McVay have? Well, it's not actually defending him. It's a fuck up of Nick's that I'm pointing out. What did Sean McVay have his first year with the Rams?
As a defensive coordinator, you mean?
Who was
Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips.
Yeah, Wade Phillips.
Isn't he like 70 years old at that time?
I think. Oh, at the time, yeah. He's probably around that time.
He's an old head. He's coached in the NFL many of years. He could sit there and say, McVay, stop fucking up. Don't be stupid. Do it this way. Make it easy on yourself. We don't have that.
Yeah.
There is no vet coach anywhere on this team. When these guys lose, they have to learn together. When they win, they have to learn together. There's no one on the side saying, hey, stop doing stupid shit and make it easy on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're missing as well.
Birdman _951. What's going on, brother?
What is up, guys? Dang, man, you guys are getting deep. Hey, check this out. I just finished my video with the whole trip and everything, so I appreciate you guys go check that out. I went to Modesto, California. Shout out to Sean and Sandy, and shout out to Big Man up here. He made it. I know it was a drive, but hey, man, we finally met, dude. And I'm telling you, Uncensored and Vic, when we finally get to hang out, dude, it's gonna be awesome. It's like we're doing our work, content creators and all that. But once we get to hang out and everything, it's kind of like a stress reliever because you guys know what the deal is already with this team right now. It's driving us insane. But with that, comes great friendships and doing a bunch of stuff. So it was really awesome to meet Foothills, and he gets to meet my peeps, and it's just growing, dude. It's just awesome. So I just want to let you guys in on a little thing real quick. Sorry to interrupt you. I'll be moving to Cali in March, just so you know. What? Wow.
I'm only east from the west, like east meets west.
Now it's going to be west meet east. There you go.
Hey, I'll hold it down.
Hey, Uncensored, do you know like whereabouts?
Tahoe. I'm going back to Tahoe.
Where?
Tahoe.
Okay, so you're gonna be up a little bit. So you'll be closer to Foothills then.
I gotta go back to my craft.
Oh, is that why you're doing the whole lumberjack? I'm gonna get you your red flannel and your axe then. So when you get over,
oh, bro, when you see me in March, it'll be down here like past my chest and shit.
I'm gonna get you a nice green flannel. Have the Eagles logo and the AK and the middle fingers on the back.
Hey, there you go, man. That's awesome. Would love it.
Gotta put
When did that come about?
I decided.
Where's the breaking news? He needs a breaking news sound. Where's the breaking news?
Right.
Breaking news.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Here, I got it right here.
No, I just have to, man. I'm so tired of Pennsylvania.
Breaking news. AK's moving to California. Breaking news.
He's going back to
right.
Cali.
Yeah, no, I'll be having that song on in my car as soon as I cross the border. No lie. No, dude, I just can't take it here in Pennsylvania anymore, man. This place is a fucking sinkhole. When you're here, you're fucking here. Like, Vic, you know what I mean, man. Like, like, listen, I live in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, okay? And Carlisle is like an uppity uptown, like a bunch of fucking rich people. And they always walk around. You know what I mean. East Pennsylvania, never mind. Anyway, I don't like the people here. We'll put it that way. I need to go back where I belong.
A lot of Karens out here. I'm
a hippie, man. I belong in Cali. Okay, it's that simple.
He wants that Cali green.
Hey, if you're gonna be in Tahoe, you're only gonna be less than 2 hours from me. Less than an hour and a half.
Well, he's gonna get all that snow too, man. So
Tahoe's.
You know how bad I want to just go out there and just hit up like a dispensary, a vacation on dispensary. That's all I want.
This is you're gonna be the brawny man.
Hey, I'll send you some to your place.
So is AK Team Hurts right now and Vic, or who's all on the Team Hurts right now?
I'm good with giving Hurts I'm not in a rush. I'm good with giving him the evaluation for the season. After the season, we'll talk about it. For AK, he's all in for next season too.
All right, so I'm gonna be count like you got to sell me that. Why would you want Hurts to be the guy?
Man, if I do that, we'll be here 20 minutes. Just go back and
give me the shortest sentence. Just give me the and I'll get it.
All right, listen, the things that he needs to work on are fixable. Everything that everyone is bitching about is fixable, but the things he's great at, you can't teach. And you're not going to find in just any quarterback in the draft.
Yeah, but let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there.
That's all I was going to say. You don't got to stop me.
No. I mean, I gotta play devil's advocate, okay? Because this guy, he's on a microscope, right? If you think that we're being tough as fans on him, this is 20 times the pulse up in the management, and that's with Jeffrey, Mr. Burns, and Smith and Smithers. Because remember, at the end of the day, no matter what any of us say, the decision is going down with Howie. Because I saw a picture from E-Rock in the stadium. There was a lot of empty seats. So what that tells me is that the fans are not buying. And it's been that way because the product on the field has been bad. And Howie's the one that put the coaches together and the defense and the quarterbacks thing. We can go on and on. So the thing is that it's a hard evaluation to make on Hurts like this. Is it fair? Probably not, but I'm thinking as like what they're seeing on the field, money wise and all that stuff. Are they going to have the patience like everybody's asking for? I don't think so. And I'm already getting tidbits, and the guys are down there. I forgot who's giving out the report or whatever. They're already starting the train. I'm like, oh, Howie's going to get Corral. Oh, he's all in on Russell Wilson and all that stuff and da. Because you gotta admit, we are in prime position to probably much get any quarterback that's willing to come here, other than Deshaun. I guess maybe he said he doesn't want to come here, but I don't want the whole tragedy with Deshaun carry over to feel. I think it's a little bit too much for us. But if a Russell Wilson is there to be had, he is going in on Russell, and or if it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, a lot of people are saying right now, well, if you bring a Aaron Rodgers or if you bring a Russell Wilson, we're not going to be any better. That's bullshit, and you know it. Because if you bring a talent like that that's already established, and I think, guys, if a Russell Wilson gets over here, I don't think it's that bad of an idea for Jalen Hurts to work under him. Because right now, if he continues this path, right, can you tell me that someone would give us a number one draft pick for Jalen right now? If he's continuing to be like this mediocre.
No. So, not unless they're high off of something stronger than we've been smoking, that's for sure.
And I know people want to say, oh, but that's going to bring a quarterback controversy. It doesn't matter. We need to win. And also,
we're not in the position to win. Why do we need to win?
Hold on. So, do you think we're going to win the Super Bowl next year?
We're nowhere near position.
Well, I mean, that depends on who's coming here. I mean,
you think we're one quarterback away from it?
Before you go on, let me say something real quick. The reason you're not going to get Russell Wilson, and the reason you're not going to get Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Smith, or any of these guys, even Godwin, if he is because one reason. If Howie Roseman stays, first off, you didn't get Deshaun Watson because Watson didn't want to come here and play for Howie Roseman. He's only been in the league for 4 years. If he knows that, you don't think for 1 second that Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers don't know what a scum he is,
right? But and also,
you're not going to come here.
Uncensored, it depends on the clause in the contract. What's up with Wilson? He might not even be able to. Because look, okay, what is it? 2 number ones and the following first. We're gonna eat some stuff.
Well, right there, that's your issue. That's your problem right there. What you just said.
What's that?
You just said the problem right there. That's why we're not doing it.
Yeah,
we're not trying to acquire. Hold on, we're not trying to acquire picks just to waste it on a quarterback that's played in for Seattle or for Aaron Rodgers. We're not going to do that.
We have to.
Well,
we don't. We honestly don't. We don't because guess what? Even if they could, I understand you feel strong, especially about Wilson. But the reality is, if he's on here, right, that'd be fine. But again, we're gonna waste a lot of picks on him. We're gonna waste a lot of money on him. Again, we just got our cap in a good situation. We're gonna ruin it right off the whip because we're gonna have to sign him to a big contract. Right there, cap is gone. Secondly, like I said, we're gonna waste picks. Gone. Right there, you have 2 red flags. That right there tells you we can't do either one.
Yeah,
That thought of we're getting a free agent quarterback has to be out of our mindset because it's not going to happen. Whether how much we want to and how much we can dream that Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback, it will never happen. Never happen.
I don't want a 48-year-old quarterback.
It's too much to do.
I don't want a 38-year-old quarterback. He'll be 39 by the time we get him.
The age to me doesn't really matter because again, look at for all right. So I'll say this: for what Tampa did, what they did was smart because they had everything in place for right now for 3 seasons. Tom Brady can give you 3 good seasons. He can give you 3 Super Bowls, set up a dynasty right there. Because after that, you're living off of that out there. We've seen Tampa could do it before 1 Super Bowl. You set up where you can get 3 good Super Bowls out of him. Tom Brady rides off the sunset. That is the greatest move any GM can make. That's smart. But again, that's 1 in a million. That's Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers, for as good as he is, he's not Tom. Russell Wilson, for as good as he is, he's nowhere near close Aaron and not nowhere near Tom.
No.
It's not going to happen.
Well, and
it's not going to happen.
But the picks that you want to give up, we need. We have way too many holes to fill on this.
You're talking about sacrificing, setting up our team. What we're trying to do now for that one person, it's not going to work.
And I'm not trying to be in this situation 5 years from now and doing this all over again. I want to do it right, get it done so the next 10 years are successful and we're not back bitching about this in 5 years from now.
Jalen Hurts has not proven that he's going to be able to ride this out. We are only going to be in this position right now with the draft capital. We're not going to be in this position in 5 years and all that stuff, unless we're like if we become the Cleveland Browns. So right now, Howie thinks he's money, like he thinks he's rich right now, especially with the cap salary. So he is going to make a huge move because you guys got to remember he's trying to save his ass. And if Jalen continues to be doing what he's doing, that is not enough to even for next year. I don't care if you get the number 1 linebacker in the league, which I don't even think he would do it. I think Howie would screw it up, but it's all on Jalen Hurts. If you can't do simple passes that dudes are wide open, this is not going to work. Look at the fans already right now, AK. They are leaving. These tickets are going free. People have had enough. They're throwing shit at the coach. They're literally throwing shit at him every time he goes in the tunnel. This is bad. He is losing the locker room. Even though this game was close, all this stuff is going to go to shit because somebody is going to take the fall. And it's not going to be Howie because that's Jeffy's boy. That's his boy. Who's going to take the fall?
Is it so wrong with giving a man his flowers before he goes? You know what I mean? Like, is it so wrong? Bullfighters, every match get flowers. There's nothing wrong with flowers. That's a beautiful gesture. He gave him flowers. Sirianni took it the wrong way. That's a beautiful gesture. Like I said, he was a matador out there. He got beat, and they still gave him his flowers. Don't hate, my guy. Don't hate.
I'm going to be very blunt on this. I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. And that's very blunt. I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks.
That was what I
don't. Here's the thing.
Say it with your chest.
When it comes down to it, okay, we all, I said it earlier, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the fucking face, all right? We all knew Jalen Hurts was not a polished quarterback coming in. He was someone you had to fucking work with and be patient with. You're getting exactly what we fucking drafted. You work this kid, and not just that, but I also said it earlier. Our wide receivers are good. They're great compared to what we've had, but they're not fucking great. Okay? Devontae Smith is still fucking learning. Rager's still learning. Quez Watkins is still learning. If you go out this offseason and you get Hurts like Godwin, you know, or maybe he even pulls a Devontae Smith for some reason if he wants to come here, if Howie would stay here. You give him a true...
You're talking about, why you keep saying Smith?
Devontae
Adams. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's already here.
No, we're gonna have like 15 Devontae's, 25 Jalen's.
I got a lot of fucking things going through my head. But, you know, it's one of those things where you give him a true vet number 1 and you move Smith to 2, and you let Smith learn from him, and you give him a true evaluation. Right now, dude, this is not true. It's not a true evaluation. If you can sit here and say this is a true evaluation, I don't know what to hit him.
Jalen cannot hit him.
But that's the thing. He's not polished. You have to be patient.
Yeah, but
Wilson was not polished.
That's not my problem. They hired Flower Boy with a rookie guy. They thought Flower Boy was going to get this guy ready. So, I mean, who's going to go? Jalen's going to either just take it, because I don't think they're going to fire Sirianni. You think they'll fire Sirianni?
I don't think anyone's going. I got a question. I don't think anyone is fucking moving. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't think anyone's going.
Let me ask a question right quick. What if, it is a bad season? What if next year or in the offseason we move on? Gannon's out the picture. We switch up defensive staff. We change it all up. We get better. Defensively, we get better. Don't you think that would improve? Again, we've seen Sirianni make some he's improved. It's been slow. It's just like he said. It's just like when you plant that little seedling, you got to take some time for it to grow. You got to wait until it buds. But once it does, once you get that flower, that's what we're looking at. We're trying to see that flower blossom. Like I said, it's been slow with Sirianni, but when you look at it, he has been making some changes. He has been getting little by little, marginally. He's getting little by little. Getting on the other end, not the same. He has not been getting better at all. So again, if you you go into next season, you keep Sirianni, we keep Howard, whatever. That's our worst case scenario. That's what happens anyway. So accept it. But again, you move on from Gannon, you get a better defensive coordinator, and this defense actually plays better. You don't think that would help the kid out?
It would.
It's not going to make him throw better.
You think we have, but Birdman?
But again, you're saying it's not going to make him throw better. All right, but let's break. We're gonna break down the 6 throws. There was one that was right in a couple of receivers' hands that got knocked down. We all know the touchdown. We're all heartbroken about it. Let's be honest. That's the number one play everyone keeps on referring to. That pass and that decision. That's what everyone's referring to. Because had he made that play, no one would have this discussion. We would have all said Jalen had a great game. Correct?
Yep.
Also, Nick Sirianni did blow it in the end, and he didn't put pressure on the Chargers when he gave them 6 minutes of time. He actually could have took the timeout and put more pressure, because the Chargers were screwing up. Didn't we get an encroachment on them? They got an encroachment, right?
It's the yellow.
We pin them back?
The yellow.
What happened?
No, he was like, why does the Steelers field look so much better than Lincoln Financial? I'm like, it's the yellow. It pops. You know what I mean? That color pops.
Oh, yeah. So I'm mad about Nick right there, because he could have took a timeout and put the pressure back on the Chargers. The pressure was on them, but it just kind of felt like that. I know we're crucifying Gannon. He's not getting there's no excuses for what Gannon did. But Nick,
fresh.
But
General
Nick, come to the general in the building.
Yo, that.
Give the man respect. Give him his flowers. Give him his flowers right now.
But also, Birdman, you can't sit there and tell me that game never should have got to that point where he should have had to use a timeout right before the 2 minutes. They should have held them the first possession that they had there down on their side of the field. We should have got the ball back. We should have ran it, got it down there, scored, and won the game. But we didn't. We let them get all the way down. That's not on Hurts, and that's not on fucking Nick. That's on Gannon. In the end, that's on Gannon.
Here's where it was Hurts' problem. When we stopped them on the 4th, right? They didn't go in the end zone, no touchdown, no nothing. We did absolutely nothing, and we gave them the ball right back, on the 50? So they were, by one play, they were already on the 40. We did absolutely nothing. Now, you could either blame who's at fault for that? Is that Jalen or
Were you talking about the very first possession of the game?
Yeah,
that's all Nick. No, that's on Nick for calling fucking pass plays.
Yeah, that's what we were saying from the beginning. Like, that was his biggest mistake.
Yeah,
he didn't. That's his issue. He didn't let the run build off the pass. He thought that by the corners being out, he could take advantage of that fast and early.
Nick and
that backfired horribly.
Nick and Jalen do not mix.
Oh, for sure.
But you can't say that because this is their first season. You can't say that they don't mix. They don't mix well. You can say that after the 3rd season, because then you'll find out what it really is. But right now, it's just like right now when we hear about issues on a team. When do we hear about it? You hear about it in the offseason. You hear about it the next season. You don't hear it during the season. We don't know what the situation between Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts is. They can be best of friends. They can be texting each other the whole time. We don't know anything. We're not on the inside. None of us are. We can't say that they have a bad relationship. Now, you can tell a bad relationship on the field when the coach isn't keeping eye contact, when he's ignoring the player, when he's not around that player. I don't see that from Nick Sirianni. When you look at body language, if we're going to go off of anything, because all you can go off is body language doesn't tell me that.
Nick Sirianni is two things. Nick Sirianni is either a puppet boy or he's a freaking goof. Which is?
I think he's a coach. I think he's a coach on his first season learning. I think that's honestly what it is. And I think we're an impatient fan base.
You know what?
I think that's honestly what it is.
You know what his downfall is?
I trust you more than I trust Nick.
Well, and I get that. But do you know what his
downfall is? I'll take it. I honestly thank you.
His downfall is he did not put a veteran coach on.
I'd kill it, though. I'd kill it.
That is exactly what his problem is. Okay, for instance, say if Nick could have had somebody like Wade Phillips, this shit wouldn't be happening. It wouldn't be. There's no
in-game adjustments that they should be making, like freaking drawing up a damn blitz.
Yeah, like
let me ask a question.
It wouldn't be happening because you know what? Wade would have looked at Nick and said, "Stop being stupid, my guy. Make it easy on yourself. Run the fucking."
Let me ask a question because I brought this up in our private chat. Do you think it'd be wise for us to get a defensive consultant? I mentioned two people. Wade Phillips was one, but I said because of the defense that we run, 4-3. I think Marvin Lewis would be good as a consultant. Not saying that he's going to run the defense, but as a consultant, someone who can guide Gannon and show him how, show him the ropes, show him how things are done, show him situations that, he may have, seen in the past and, give him some lessons, some pointers on how to handle it in the future. What do you think about that?
He's talking to you, Birdman.
Sorry, I had it muted.
It was a question for everyone in general. I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't hate that idea. I mean, Marvin, it's a coach with a lot of head coaching experience, and he's got that defensive mind. So, I wouldn't hate that idea.
No, and it's a smart move because Gannon's a rookie at defensive coordinator. Like I said, he needs someone to lean on. And right now, when they lose, they're taking their lumps together. They're learning together. When they win, they're winning together and they're learning. Like you have no one on this team stopping them and being like, just think.
Yep. I think
I was surprised that because who is the one veteran that we do have on this coaching staff? That's Stoutland, right? That's
Stoutland and Rocker.
Stoutland. Why was it? Stoutland wasn't in? I mean, maybe he was to a certain extent, but I mean, I would be in Sirianni's ear from the beginning of the year. Hey, we got to run the ball. We can't have this quarterback sitting back in shotgun like 75% of the plays. No, we got to put him under center and run the ball. Why is why is my best power back on the practice squad? What the heck is going on around here? Stoutland. I don't know. I don't know the depth of the relationship between him and Sirianni, but man, if I was Stoutland, I'd be using my veteran experience to the maximum ability. I would be really trying to put my foot down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know how much an offensive, lines coach can get into the year of the quarterback. But I mean, when it comes in reference to play calling, scheme wise, yeah, Stoutland can probably throw his piece in there when it comes to scheme wise.
That's the fine details, though. I mean, we've seen the scheme wise, the running game works. Jordan Howard's been eating the last couple of weeks. He's been eating.
He's been playing well. Yeah, he's playing well. But like I said,
it's not like
And what have we seen too? We've seen progression with the play action too, because of that.
Yeah, well, the reason why I said that we should bring in a defensive consultant, my thing is specifically Marvin Lewis, because selfishly, my thing is you're going to evaluate Gannon for the rest of the year. Since Marvin's on the team already, hey, you mind taking it over next year? You know what I mean? You kind of bring him in to help out to evaluate the team itself, to see what he has on defense. Again, he's a great guy to bounce off of. He's had, 11 years of experience for the Bengals. He came in as an unexperienced head coach also. He came in as a linebackers coach, defensive coordinator, I think, for 1 year under Baltimore, and then got the job. And he let's be honest, he had a pretty good coaching tenure. A lot of people like to, shit on him, but the Bengals were relevant. Beforehand, they weren't. They weren't a name. You didn't know about that team. You know what I mean? Like they were the laughing stock. So I think, to have that guy on your side, to bounce ideas off or to tell, what did you do in this situation or what would you have done? That's only going to benefit us.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it would only help our defense out because Marvin Lewis focuses on linebacker position, and we need all the help we can get, especially with our linebackers. And if he's a consultant, he ain't got nothing but time to spend with them boys. So hopefully, he can get them guys in line. But again, that's if something like that would never be on the table.
And if we're talking about firing coaches here, man, I understand your Gannon reasoning. 100%, I understand it. It pisses me off too. But I said it before the season even started. The two coaches that are going to change or destroy us is going to be Rallis and Rocker. They're the two that need to go. Our linebacking core is the weakest in this whole team. That's our weak spot. They're not playing good. That's on Rallis. And then our defensive line, they're iffy. They have good games, then they have really bad games, then really good games. That's on Rocker. There's no consistency there. Okay, our defensive line hasn't played this bad in a long fucking time. And guess what? Rocker came in this year. That's the change. So Rallis and Rocker need to go.
I wouldn't blame Rocker so much because when you see Williams, he's progressing. As little as it is. We've seen Taron Jackson, he's progressing. We've seen Hargraves, he had a good season. Cox not so much, but the defensive ends have been decent. So I wouldn't put so much on Rocker. Again, you can't say the linebackers coach, but you got to look at the talent that he's given. It goes back to that. It's all about the talent that we have. And then, like I said, it all ties back to the common denominator, Howie Roseman. Nothing can change. I've been saying it the whole time. Nothing can change on this team unless we get rid of Howie. If not, we're going to be in the same position next year, pretty much no matter what we do. Hopefully, things can change. Maybe, like I said, maybe if we change the defensive coordinator, defense gets better. Sirianni, gets better as a coach, better at the play calling situational. That only comes with experience. And we can build off of that. But again, our biggest hindrance is Howie Roseman because you got to look at the talent we're going to bring in.
Or just look at it this way. The players that we have on this team might not be able to do what Gannon wants them to do. You hear a lot of our vets on defense saying that this scheme's messed up. Well, maybe it's just you're old and you can't do it. So maybe we just need to get the younger guys in to do it. You can't put it all on everyone. It's a collective failure. It really is.
Hey, that's dumb though, dude. That we can't dial up any pressure, dude. Why are we letting everybody look like Joe Montana? This is so stupid, man.
Yeah.
I trust you guys more than that. At least can you touch it, poke his eye out? Can you do something? I mean, freaking for crying out loud, you got freaking what's his name on the Patriots freaking doing arm twists over there, breaking dudes' ankles and stuff over there. We can't do nothing to our quarterbacks. We just let them do whatever they want. Yeah. I can't stand it, dude. And it's like, oh man, dude, it's just bad.
Frustrating. Dude. Yeah, but that's what I said though. I mean, you gotta look at this team was not built to win right now. It really wasn't, and we're working with what we got, and what we got's little.
But AK, I think we could have got 8 wins, dude. I don't think there was a far cry.
We can still possibly get 8 wins. It still could happen. There's 8 games in front of us. It could still happen.
There's no way because now we're ass backwards. We're gonna run now when we should have ran a long time ago. And guess what? When we play Denver, Jalen's gonna get smacked. I don't think we're gonna get even 15 points. We're gonna get killed in Denver because now every time we play corners that are not that good, Jalen doesn't even throw it no more. Against Tampa, we're playing 6-string corners, and no one did nothing. We took advantage of nothing. So when we play real corners. We don't got what are they gonna do? Jalen ain't gonna throw nothing, dude. We're gonna get cooked by Denver, and you guys are gonna see that. They're gonna say, "Throw the ball, Jalen. We know you don't throw the ball. Throw the ball 14 times. We'll give you 16 today." I don't think they're gonna. We're backwards. We're doing everything. We should have been doing that earlier and run earlier, but now we're backwards, and now we're gonna ask this man not to throw it enough. At least 20 to 25 is all I'm asking. And at least take a shot once in a while. But now I feel that this squad has taken it away from Jalen. and now it's just like run if you have to, do some flips and all that. I don't want my quarterback flipping in the air no more. That's not going to last that long. One more hit like that, he's out for the season. You can't have
it looked spectacular though. It looked amazing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that you don't want to see that, and I understand that, but I'm not going to bitch about it. I mean, he, like I said earlier, he knew what he was doing when he was running up there. If you don't think for 1 minute he already had it planned to flip, you're severely mistaken. He knew what he was doing, and he had to do what he had to do to get the first down, and I praise him for it. You know what? I do. Because you know what? To me,
Jalen doesn't instill any confidence in me right now. I don't feel any confidence with him at all.
I don't think in anyone he instills confidence. But again, we got to stick with him. We got to stick with him for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
It's not gonna look any better if you put Minshew in and then he doesn't play well. All right, so we understand that we're a shit team. We didn't know that before. we didn't get that before. The record didn't tell you that before.
I'd love to see what Nick Sirianni would do with a different quarterback under center and see how he adapts. So are you
thinking something like, because when Doug was around and he changed it up and he switched it up for Nick, you think something like that's gonna happen? Again, Minshew has his limitations too. That's why he's a backup.
But Vic, don't you want to see? I don't care where you put Minshew at. I don't know what level he's at or whatever, but I want to see what he does, because maybe he didn't want Hurts. Maybe he just didn't. I want to see what he does with a different style quarterback that's not going to run all the time.
Yeah, but that's not going to tell me nothing right now. Again, you got to understand, like I said before, the evaluation process between a quarterback, between a player and a coach are two different things. Players can get 1 to 2 seasons. A coach automatically gets 3. We're in year 1. No matter what we think, he got 2 more to go. If next year it looks horrible, then we know what's going to happen in year 3. He might even be here for year 3. But again, this is year 1. No matter what anyone thinks or what anyone wants, the guy's going to be here. Unless these next 8 games, something horribly happens where he loses the locker room and everyone's saying, fuck Nick Sirianni, he's here next year. I think we got to live with it.
Well, okay, if that happens, do you think Hurts stays if it's all against Nick? If everybody turns against Nick?
No one's going to get rid of Hurts. If he's not, listen, like I said, even if we go for a quarterback in the draft, no one's getting rid of Hurts because he's going to compete. He's still going to be here. He still has to compete. And even if he loses that battle, he's still going to be the backup. So he's still here. There's still a chance where he can get himself out of it. Again, there's nothing wrong with him being a backup at first.
You have to think of it this way too, man, is if you bench Hurts, it's fucking over. Whether it's to evaluate Nick or not with Minshew, you bench Hurts, he's not coming back. And I'm not willing to do that.
What do you mean he's not coming back? Where's he going to go?
Dude, it doesn't matter where he goes. Somebody will take him. I'm just telling you.
It's just a situation where you're doing the same thing you did with Carson.
You're doing the same thing you did with Carson. Once you
you'll be in the same situation. He's gonna end up talking. He's gonna end up wanting to fight his way out. We're gonna have a bad offseason. It's gonna be contentious. Then no one's gonna win out of that.
Yeah,
I would say Carson was in a different situation because we, sold the farm from him. We didn't sell the farm for Jalen Hurts.
No, it's the same situation except the contract. Again, you entrusted him and you made him feel that he could be the guy. You took it away from him.
They never trusted him. They never trusted him.
This whole season is to see that if he can be the starter. If you're pulling him out 9 games in, you're saying you have no faith in him.
Yeah, but they never trusted him from the beginning because they brought in Flacco. They started all that. Oh, we're bringing in Deshaun.
You can't say it. Flacco wasn't brought in here to do anything but be a backup.
They traded Carson Wentz for this kid.
They traded Joe Flacco.
They traded
Joe Flacco wasn't anything that he was going to be here and change anything. He was just a backup that we needed. We didn't have a backup quarterback.
Dude,
we literally did not have a backup quarterback.
We traded Carson Wentz to keep Hurts, to play Hurts. Literally, that's what we did. If that's not showing you that they have commitment towards this kid, I don't know what else is.
Dude, they literally waited to the last minute to name him a starter. They never.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. One.
Well, then they kind of did.
Well before
they did wait a while. They did wait a while.
Well before the offseason started.
1 week.
Jeff named him the starter well before the offseason. And then if you look at the papers, okay,
Jeff.
he literally, yeah.
Jeff? Jeffrey?
Yeah, he did. The owner. He named him the fucking starter well before the offseason started. He's like, yeah, we're going with Hurts this year. Hands down. That's what we're doing. And then
you mean at the he did say that.
You look at all of the offseason reps. He literally had 100% of the QB1s. If that doesn't tell you who was starting, I don't know what to tell you because it was literally right in front of you the whole time.
Yeah, but those reports, dude, about getting
he commanded the locker room. He couldn't command anything in Jacksonville.
Those
commanded a great beer.
About Deshaun Watson, those were real. They were trying to get Deshaun Watson in here. So they never believed in Hurts, man. They never did.
That I can say that they didn't have that. I wouldn't say never. I think that they had, like I said, they had multiple options. Yeah. Hurts was not the first option. But again, when you're looking at a talent like Deshaun Watson, again, this is all before everything got real serious with the cases. When you're looking at a talent like that compared to Hurts, yeah, you're going to want to go for him. You know
plus, you have to look at this too, man. Jalen Hurts is 22, unpolished. You can morph this kid into anything you want him to be. Okay? Anything. No. Yeah, you can. But listen, if you don't think for 1 second Jalen Hurts can't work on his arm and improve his accuracy and arm power, you're wrong.
Dude, you know why they cut him at Alabama? Because he can't throw. He threw
for over 4,000 yards at Oklahoma, my guy.
I know, but listen, even Devontae Smith said that they were glad they got rid of him because he can't throw. Even Devontae Smith said that.
I'll say this about the throwing thing.
We shouldn't have drafted his ass.
I'll just mention this.
And he should have never been.
For a quarterback, they can increase their arm strength because we've seen it with Brady. Because when he came in the league, that noodle arm can get 40 yards downfield. Now he could bomb one pretty deep. You look at Russell Wilson too with the moon ball. It took him a while to learn how to hold the football and how to throw the ball with a certain trajectory to get that down. That isn't Russell Wilson's arm strength that gets it down there. It's how he's throwing that ball. That's why it's called the moon ball, because he's throwing it so damn high. By the time it's coming down, it's floating downfield. That's how he understood tricks how to do that. Again, that's something that over time he learned. That's something Jalen can do also. You can't do it.
If you're saying that, why is he a one-read quarterback?
That's how
he's young.
No, listen,
he's young. He's too. That's why he's still raw.
Listen,
that goes down to coaching, bro. That goes down.
Hold on, let me just say something. It was only until midseason last year that Lamar Jackson was more than one read. He was a two read. Because at first, he could look at his initial and then follow his tight end. He was a two-read quarterback. He's still somewhat a two-read quarterback. What you don't know is true. He is a two-read quarterback. What does he do? Look for the deep threat, check out the dump-off, which is his tight end. Now they're working with the running back more, and that's the dump-off. He's a two-read quarterback. He's in year 4.
Yeah.
Year 4. You're talking about a guy year 1 now. He's only progressed one level. He's year 4. He's only progressed one level, and you're saying you think Lamar Jackson is? Would you say that he's leaps and bounds better than Jalen?
I think they give Lamar Jackson more power.
No, what they did was they literally tailored that offense around anything and everything he could do.
Okay,
and you see that anything he steps out of it, they can't do.
Well,
Lamar still got training wheels. What everyone knows, Lamar still got those training wheels because right now he can't run a 2-minute offense. He can't.
Vic, real quick though, I want to answer your question. Why does he one look and run? Because that is exactly how they taught him at both of his colleges. Read your read. If it's not there, take the fuck off. Okay.
I really hope
that is something they need to teach him and develop is to sit there and read your progressions. That is something you can teach him. That's not something. And then his arm. You bitch about his arm. Yeah, I get it. There's passes he makes that I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, my guy? But then there's those rockets he fucking has. Like there's times he throws that ball and I'm like, damn, dude's got.
It could be a lot of times too. It's the confidence you have when you're throwing the ball.
It's about
sometimes, especially when you're throwing it between defenders and you're in the middle of the field. You know where it has to go, but it's at the last second. You kind of second guess yourself. You hold yourself a little bit. The ball doesn't travel the way you want it to. A lot of it could be that too. As a quarterback, you have to have so much going through your mind within 3.2 seconds.
Not just that.
That's all you got. That's all you got. You have 7 to 8 people to think of within 3.2 seconds. You got to look at everyone right then and there. He's at a level where he's not there yet. I got this one guy here, maybe someone here. Where am I going? Let me just move out. Let me get some more time. That's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to give himself more time. But again, with experience, it comes time. I didn't get to see our last comment. But hey, it's Pittsburgh guys.
You got to look at it this way too. The last 5 years, Jalen Hurts has had to learn a whole new offense. The last 5 years, he's never actually had time to focus on himself in the offseason, focus on his mechanics.
Okay, that has nothing to do with talent. Talent.
He has fucking.
Hey, Alex Smith did that. He did pretty good.
Running. That's it.
Bro, there's way more than just running he can do. Come on.
Dude, we were there. This guy is missing wide open catch.
He's only played 9 fucking games, Birdman.
It doesn't matter, though. It does not matter, dude.
He's making the same mistakes Lamar Jackson made his rookie fucking year.
I know when we watched it live yesterday, that first series when he missed that throw to Goddard, we thought he had a clean pocket, but he actually took a pretty good shot. He wasn't able to fully step into that throw, and that caused the overthrow in my opinion. So I don't know. Have you had a chance to rewatch the game at all?
Are you saying he got hit as he got?
Yeah, he got hit as he threw the ball. He got hit. That's why the ball was off.
Goddard, yeah. Because I know we thought he had a clean pocket, but it wasn't as clean.
Okay.
Back at it.
Did you? It looked like Goddard was already ready for the ball, though. So that goes on Jalen.
Well, no, it also goes on. It also goes on Goddard to a point though too. Because listen, is the rule not if it hits your hands, it's a catchable ball? Is that not how we all look at it?
Juggling it, dude. He could have actually got an interception on that too. You don't juggle the damn ball like that.
Yeah, but that's the point though. He could have caught it if his hand was on it. He could have caught it. That's my point.
Yeah, but AK, there's plenty more of there's way more bad that Jalen.
Lamar, I don't know if there's a better
I got a question for you. Does Ertz make that catch?
Stronger, I would say. Not better.
Does Ertz make that catch?
Not on this team. Not on this team.
That's where the difference is. Lamar has
way better. But again, John Harbaugh has experience. He first came in, they weren't.
Cracks.
Yeah, it's the experience that you have. Again, and it's how confident you are. Nick Sirianni, a lot of times when you look at it, he lacks confidence. It could be because he feels like he's going down a hole and he starts overthinking it. But yeah, a lot of times I think it's a lot of confidence too.
But you got to look at it this way. He's making the same mistakes Russell Wilson made his rookie season. He's making the same mistakes Lamar did his rookie season. What if they got rid of both of them after 10 games? What the fuck would they look like right now?
Well, I'll make this comparison.
What does Jalen Hurts do for you, dude?
For who?
He's my fucking quarterback. I have to fucking support him.
What you're believing him so much, but what
he's my quarterback. I know that. He's my quarterback. Of course, I'm gonna be behind his back, and not just that. His mental state, man. He's tough mentally. He fucking literally is Philadelphia. He has that mental capability to hold us very high. Okay, you want to get rid of him because he makes stupid decisions after 9 fucking games. Things he can fucking work on. I'm so tired of everybody just ripping in the fucking players all the time because they fuck up. Like, dude, it's the NFL. None of us even know what playing in the NFL is.
Yeah, but
we don't even know how it is.
It's not so much that I'm ripping into him as much as I want to rip into Nick because he's the one that's made this the problem, okay? Because I believed in Jalen way before it started, but he wanted to get cute and all his little stupid RPOs and all that. So I know it seems like I'm just like totally crucifying Jalen. But in the same boat, it's because I don't really care for Nick Sirianni. I know what Vic said, first guy, but I just don't feel it with these two. I don't feel the connection. And I feel you kind of just – and before they started running, I just kind of felt like he's like, go, Jalen, do something. 85% of the snaps?
I know. That's ridiculous. But why not get rid of Nick then and keep Hurts and see what he does with a new head coach next year instead of just getting rid of Hurts right away? And
it goes back to Smithers and Mr. Burns. They want a puppet freaking boy. That's why Doug Peterson's not here.
Well, and I can tell you why Jalen's not going to go next year too, because Jalen was a Howie Roseman pick, and we all see what Howie Roseman picks are. JJ's been here for what 4 fucking years and has done nothing. Hurts is way better than JJ. He's going to fucking stay.
Better than JJ.
JJ's gonna have a stellar second half. But you watch.
Better than JJ or Sega Whiteside.
Oh,
fuck yes.
JJ season.
Why would you even speak of his name?
Because that's the point. JJ was a Howie pick.
Hey Vic, are we
Jalen
moving in with Dad?
was a Howie pick.
Jalen
Jalen Hurts.
Wait, what did you say?
Are
And
we
that's what I'm
moving in
saying.
with Dad?
All these guys are still. Therefore, I don't see how anyone is sitting here saying Hurts is gone after this season. He's a fucking Howie pick. If Howie's
You don't
here,
care what time I come home.
season. I hate to
You
tell
don't care
you,
what I watch.
whether you want him to or not.
Jalen right now, to me, is a backup quarterback until proven otherwise.
But you gotta that 8 game is gonna prove you otherwise. I mean, like that's the time he has to do it.
Yeah.
Is these next 8 games. That's all I'm saying. My thing is either or. If he's the guy, great. If he's not, let's move on now. Because my thing is, I'm not trying to waste another season. I'm giving you this season alone. If you can't do it now, next year, sorry for you. We're gonna move on. If you can prove yourself later on, you know what I'm saying? Then you can come back and handle and take care of this team and be the guy. But right now, I got to make a move.
Let me ask you.
Wait. Back up, Vic. You get rid of who and then bring them back?
No, I'm not saying get rid of anyone. I'm saying he has this season alone to prove himself. If not, it goes like I said, competition in preseason. If you can get it, if you in training camp, if you end up getting it, then by all means you're the guy going forward for next season. If you can't, take a step back. It's a backup now.
Oh, I
thought
you were saying like get rid of him, send him to another team, and then bring him back.
No.
He ain't ever coming back if you said
no. Like I said, the only way again, but if a team was to offer me something, you know what I mean? If it's something that perks my interest, then I'm by all means going to make a move.
Yeah, are you looking at these stats Richie's putting up about Wilson his rookie year? Like they're fucking terrible.
Which Wilson? Russell?
They're fucking terrible.
Zach Wilson? He's horrible.
They're terrible. I mean,
he was 19 for 25.
Yeah, remember that's before too. They ran the ball a lot, and that's another thing you got to think about. Russell Wilson was given all the benefit of the doubt. They made sure they took care of him. They ran that ball.
Who was his coach?
The same guy he still got. It was the guy
that's there now.
Pete Carroll drafted him. Pete Carroll's been his guy. Again, what it takes to have a coach and a quarterback go through the hard time. But again, after a while, you might get some success. We haven't seen them get back to where they were, though. I will say that they haven't been to the Super Bowl then, but they got a Super Bowl together.
But those
stats a relevant team because again, before Pete Carroll, there was Mike Homer, and they had that one Super Bowl appearance. Pete Carroll, for the most part, put Seattle on the map. That Legion of Boom, it's iconic. That's all Pete Carroll. You want to say Gus Bradley, whatever the case may be, but again, if it wasn't for Pete Carroll, you wouldn't know about that.
And that's the thing, as bad as his stats were, man, they're kind of like Jalen's to a point, and they didn't give up on him. And look how he turned out. That's what I'm saying. It's about patience, man. We're not in the realm of winning anyway at this moment. So what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah, but AK, you have to go about what you see on the field. His throwing sucks.
It does. But again, you think that, but again, he's still got 8 games to do it.
You can develop him throwing. Yes, you can. Josh Allen fucking did it. Josh Allen did it.
Not with this coach. Flowers.
Can I ask you a question? Let's take it back. Hold on. Let's take it back when you were a kid and you were in school, right?
Take it back now, y'all.
Right? We're in algebra, pre-cal, whatever the class you want to say. We're almost at mid-quarter. You're not doing so well. You got an F. You got to bring it up the second half. Are you just quitting or you're not trying to get a C? You don't think you can get it? Did you automatically quit or did you do extra assignments? Did you make sure you got your homework handed in time? You did what you had to do to get that grade, right? Again, but you needed that time to get to where you needed to be to pass. Same thing applies with Jalen. Give him the 8 games.
Pause.
If he does well, you pass him. If he doesn't, that motherfucker.
I'm sure you're beaming through that. God dang it.
I'm just tired of giving away talent, man. I'm tired of giving away players and then them going to other teams and being good.
But I wouldn't you're not giving away Jalen.
Everyone wants to sit here and bitch about we don't develop talent.
Well, pause on that one though.
It then, and giving away Hurts is not developing it. Okay, that's my point. If you want to in-house develop, getting rid of players is not the way to go.
I agree to that. I do. But you can't do it with Nick Sirianni. You can't do it with Howie Roseman. I mean, look at the play.
I agree with that. I agree.
You can't do it with him. Like, you see screen passes. You see a bomb that's, like, overthrown. You've seen a bomb, like a throw that's underthrown. I think it was the pass at Devontae Smith. He came back and got up, like, 15 yards. So, if it wasn't for Devontae Smith catching those balls, where would Jalen Hurts be right now? And Jalen Hurts right now, to me, I would love to see him develop. I would. But I just can't see it with this quarterback. Russell Wilson, he had a good coach, right? That defense was incredible. Richie, down there, thank you. That defense was incredible. This defense is
I already did it, Vic. You can't take this from me.
Oh, my God.
Wow, bro.
Bro. But this defense
That's all I'm here for.
Dumpster fire. So,
and see, you're saying it, Mitch, perfectly. He can't do it with this coach. So why the fuck are we sitting here saying get rid of Hurts? Get rid of Nick and then see what Hurts has. If we all agree that Hurts is not the guy for Nick, or Nick's not the guy for Hurts, then why are we sitting here bitching about fucking Hurts? Get rid of Nick.
I don't think that's the right way either, because you can't really dictate and say, that Hurts or that Nick isn't the guy for Hurts, because let's say we go with your scenario, we make a move and we get a different different coach. But yet, Hurts still doesn't get it. He doesn't play well. Then what did you do? Did you just make a mistake by firing the coach when you shouldn't have? Or did you what did you do?
I'm just giving an ultimatum because obviously people are trying to flip.
Hypothetical situation probably will never happen, but like AK is AK. I'm on your side, bro. I'm on your side.
No, I agree. I'm fine. I'm not even mad at Birdman.
Well, I'm seeing you get that fizz.
Birdman's like, I'm loving this. Birdman's like, I'm the troll here.
This is fun. This is fun shit. This is what
AK. I need to zoom in on your eyes if you're getting those fizzle eyes from last night, bro.
Oh God!
Hey, do you see they're not glassy and bloodshot? That's why I'm being this way tonight. So keep going.
And if AK is right, guys, if AK is right, since he's coming back to Cali, I'm gonna have to go take him to the finest restaurant.
Wait, you're going to Cali?
Oh yeah, you missed it.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Philly, trade alert.
What? Well, he's in the bathroom.
Son of a bitch. All right.
There you go.
There we go.
That's breaking news.
Hypothetical situation, which it probably will never happen. You're saying, and I hear you because you're correct, that that Jalen has had 5 different head coaches.
Yeah.
You're saying Jalen's had 5 different head coaches. So
he's had 5 offenses in the last.
5 offenses.
Yeah.
So hypothetical situation. You fire Nick Sirianni and Lincoln Riley comes in. Then what happens? Then are all eyes on Hurts, or are all eyes still on Lincoln Riley, who we've seen?
All eyes are on me from barfing.
That is a very hypothetical situation.
That's what I'm saying.
That is very hypothetical.
That is why I started off with saying, "Chat, don't even flame me. All you 20-year-old white boys out there that are typing and flailing on your keyboard. Oh my God, hypothetical situation." And I started off by saying, "Probably will not happen," but, and that's a big but. Pause. But
can I lie?
You are the most guy. What if?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Do we still have Russell Wilson's comment about his D pinned?
Can you?
Yep, on it. Sorry, didn't see that. My bad. My B. Hold up. There we go.
I'm out Green Bay.
That's what I'm working on.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Did it not go through? Oh, okay, there it went. It just took its sweet time.
All right.
I got it.
My bad. Did not see that. I was on the wrong screen.
So, hey, before you go on, AK, if you are correct about what you are saying, I said when you come to the West Coast, I'm gonna have to take you to a restaurant and you're gonna have to get the finest Wagyu. And that's gonna be on me, man. So, and if Vic, I don't know when I meet it with Vic. You guys are
You ain't
correct
got
about what
you
you're
listen.
saying.
I'm straight hood. Give me some good tacos. That's all I want.
All right, yeah, I got
Carne
you.
asada. That's all I want.
I got you. Then.
Actually, you know what? I don't want Wagyu. I want tacos
Uh-oh.
too. I love tacos.
Okay, all right.
I just did it right there.
See,
But it has to be an authentic Mexican place, not Taco Bell, not Taco Bell. Authentic.
here's this $2 Dorito Locos tacos.
Do not fuck with the Locos Tacos, my guy. They're awesome.
Boy.
There's one off topic, but there's one Chinese
Little
restaurant down
cerebro. Chop
down in
that up in
Spain,
there.
and it's called the Lucky Star, and it's literally just it's a
Gamers.
driveway authentic Chinese food. Like I just imagine it's just
Tacos del Rio.
sitting on a lawn chair, just waiting, drinking like a Budweiser or whatever. And he sees the car pull up, and he just brings out the knives and just
All right,
does whatever they do.
But we have been sitting here for the last 2 hours fucking talking about this, and my guy to my left has been a mute this whole fucking night. I want to hear all
He's been like Quez Watkins.
everything we just fucking talked about, my guy, because we have overtalked you for the last hour and 50 minutes. So go.
You overtalk me? No, I don't think so. But I mean, hey, what it boils down to right now is for me, if Lori made me the GM right now and said, okay, you got to make a decision at the end of this year. You either got to pick the quarterback that we have right now, or you got to pick the head coach that we have right now.
Game show right
Which
now.
one am I choosing? I'm taking the quarterback because the quarterback has shown me enough to where I can see.
In the chat.
But the fact that we can build around him, draft defense.
Hey, get Green Bay. He's spamming the chat again. Green Bay.
I got it. I'm getting on my phone right now.
Oh, I thought you honestly say meant get Green Bay, get Aaron Rodgers. I'm over here like, nah.
I still see his old messages.
Yeah.
Hey,
Unless-
but appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Thanks for spamming.
Unless
Yeah.
they're just
Hey, you know we made it when people come in and spam.
Exactly.
No, but exactly. I mean,
You know you really made it when you get the Russian or Chinese ones. Oh, when you get like those army intel spam bots. Hey, that's when you really made it. You're big time.
yeah, I think those were just delayed messages.
Oh, boo.
You're a delayed message. Anyway.
He was a spamming bot. Who is that?
That's Fauci.
Wow.
Oh, that's what's like. Who the hell is that?
Your puppet.
God, I thought that was what's his face?
I thought that was Dick Van Dyke, like a younger guy. Like a younger version.
I agree with King. I think it's too early. I really do. I think it's too early to pull the plug on Hurts right now. No, I don't think
Make these guys laugh.
Papa,
I
I
don't
was
think-
joking, by the way.
Should I put
I
it
don't
on
think to draft a quarterback or to spend a lot of draft capital on a
Like that?
quarterback.
Looks
That'd be a bad idea right now.
Yeah.
right there.
I think a 17-game evaluation period is pretty good. I think that's a pretty lengthy amount.
I'm signed.
There's no way we're getting a first round pick for Jalen right now. There's no way.
No, trading him doesn't even make sense. Like I said, even if you move on from him, you still want him to be your backup. You still want him on the team.
What the fuck are you wearing?
I was about to say, is nobody noticing this right now? Is it just me?
Is that a Joe Dirt wig?
Yeah, I just saw that right now. What is
I was
that?
about to say, is it just
Wait,
me?
hold on,
Oh, you gotta do the.
Birdman.
You gotta get that all going.
Yo, that shit. Yo, you need to dye that shit green, my guy.
Joe Diurte's in the house.
What's up, y'all? What's going? What's cracking, y'all?
It's the Cali Joe Dirt.
I'm Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt over here in Cali. What you think about Jalen Hurts over there?
Yo
Hey,
Dirt.
where's your meteor?
Yo Dirt. Yo Dirt.
Joe Dirt Dodgers.
Yo Dirt. Go man.
Oh my god.
Yo Dirt.
So BLSG, you heard our conversation tonight. How you feel, my guy?
What about the Jalen Hurts thing? The situation?
Yeah, what we just talked about for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
No, the taco truck.
Where are you at with our quarterback? Let us know, SG.
I mean, where I'm at right now. I mean, again, Jalen Hurts is still learning this. He's still learning this. He's still learning this game right now as the starting quarterback right now. But it might start to get a little bit concerning depending on what Jalen Hurts is doing because he needs to work on that accuracy. I want to see him throw the ball a little bit more. I think I might want to see less running, and I want to see more passing. And like Birdman said, want to see 20 to 25
Like how we all
runs,
just saluted.
20 to 25 passes out of Jalen Hurts, like Birdman was saying before. And that's what starting quarterbacks do. They always throw 20 to 25 times at least, unless if you're some stupid coach like Jason Garrett who would make his quarterback Dak Prescott throw for 50 times and be that stupid head coach that would get fired from the Dallas Cowturds. And I find that to be very stupid too, but at least make Jalen Hurts throw that ball 20 to 25 times. Make it at least 20 if you're gonna make Jalen Hurts throw that freaking ball, bro.
I don't think you should go into having an expectation of how much he should throw.
Yeah.
Again, it's all depending on what how the game is dictated, what the defense gives you. And how, you know what I mean? Like that's how it should be. We shouldn't be going in saying he needs to throw 20 to 25, 10 to 15. Again, it's all about how the game plays itself. If they have a game plan going in where they want to attack right away, that's one thing. But to say like a set amount, I don't think that would work.
My view on this whole thing is say we do draft a Corral, or say we traded for like Watson or anything. Say, okay, don't get those fizzles at me. Again, I'm still on your side,
No, I just hate hearing it, man.
I know. But say all of that happens. We're still going to be – this defense will still be shit. We're still going to be in the same predicament. I'm sorry, but defense wins championships. And if you have a running QB like Jalen Hurts, we saw pick up crucial third downs with his legs, then you are a run-heavy offense first. You don't need your quarterback to be Superman. If you are a run-heavy first, you pound the ball like we've been pounding the ball. Pause.
Thank you.
I pound the ball every day.
First time you said I don't want to cut you off, but you got it the second time. I was about to do it. I was gonna do it.
Well, and you know what else really,
What the fuck is that?
You know what else really grinds my
L-O-L.
is
but like I said before,
for the first 6 weeks, all we wanted this man to do was run the ball. Now that he's running the ball and Jalen's only passing
pass the ball
times, now y'all bitching that he's not passing enough. So
and I do want
Mercurial fan base. But like I said, if we come into next season, I'm sorry, but if we come into next season, say we kept Sirianni, we're sticking with Jalen. I think that means that we have to fire Gannon. He has to go. You can't keep him. And also I think if they do that, that would appease the fans. Like, you gave them their sacrifice. You know what I mean? Gannon's their sacrifice. You gave him to them. He's out the way. We got a mindset where this defense is going to be better because whoever the defensive corner would be, that's going to be the thought is they're going to get better. And I think that's the move that we're going to make. When it's all said and done, we're going to end up staying with Sirianni. Hurts is going to be here for another season. Howie undoubtedly is going to be here for fucking next season.
Yeah,
but again, we need a sacrifice. Gannon's the guy.
And you know what sucks too, bro, is that
he does.
Is why I say that Howie stays is because obviously.
Here, I'll do it for you. I'll put that in the notes.
9,000, yeah.
Gannon literally is
Nobody
his
fucking
guy.
clip that. I'll kill you.
He has a reason now. He has a purpose. He can say, "Hey, Gannon played a shitty year. We had no defense. My game plan would have worked. Everything would have worked as long as the defense would have done the job." And guess what? Howie's not fired. They get a new defensive coordinator. What we should have hoped is that everything did work out, because then Howie might have gotten a little better than what it did. Howie might have gotten fired. You know what I'm saying?
But again, like that said, that he's gonna be the sacrificial lamb. Again, you see in the comments, they're ready for it. They want him out. All that is going to take attention away from the quarterback, the coach, and most importantly, for him, not for us, but the GM.
Yep.
That'll most likely be the way it works out.
Yep.
All right,
Is that you, Foothills?
No, that was
movie.
no.
that was not me. I would not have a freaking Nazi freaking sound effect.
Well, let me tell you, the Nazi.
That's actually from Inglourious Bastards.
I know that.
Do you have a xylophone?
I know,
over
and I
there
love that
for the
movie.
ding?
That movie's great.
Chew Bear is the man.
Bam, bam, ba, bam, bam.
was gonna say
And now
two
he's
things,
got
but
the
now I
one for
can't
the
even
price
remember
is
the one
right
of them.
when you lose the game show.
Hey, Birdman, you need a yuck, 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 yuck on there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all got like a lot of sound effects.
By the way, what I was for fuck's sake.
Oh my
That'll
god.
be funny.
But in all honesty, what does everyone think going forward next week? How does everyone feel? Do you think that we're going to come away with a win?
Well, I would like to real quick say my two things now because I remember what one of them was, and I gotta scroll up a little bit and find it.
Well, then
But,
you can only say one thing, not two.
Well, I've been trying to say these past two things, but I got interrupted by Nazis. I don't. Yeah, there they are.
Oh,
There again.
Oh,
There they go. Where the hell did Richie? I was gonna say shout out to Richie, but I don't remember the comment that it was.
Say what?
How many sound effects do you have?
Too many.
Yo,
Birdman thinks he has all the sound effects. I swear.
Some of that's
Yo.
me. Some of that's me. I got to admit.
were you doing the 999 last night during the game too?
9999999.
oh god.
The Bears have 2 minutes and 47 seconds left, and they're down by 6 points right now in the fourth quarter.
Hustet der Geizkragen, Thaddeus schnauzt sich seit Ewigkeiten bei mir durch und Sie wollen ihn nicht wieder einstellen wegen so einem dämlichen...
What the hell was
Is
that?
that was that SpongeBob?
And I feel like that one was Birdman because I never heard that one from Foothills before. I've never heard that one from Foothills,
Guess
bro.
who's
Play that
playing
again real
We're
fast.
playing sound effect roulette. Guess who's playing the sound effect?
Let's
Can
not.
you play that again, Birdman. real quick?
Yeah, let's play a little game. Play a little game called Guess the Sound Effect.
Hold on.
Who's doing it?
God bullshit is this?
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, that's definitely Birdman.
That's Birdman. That's Birdman.
That's Foothills.
That's Foothills.
We don't even know what sound effects we're playing.
You know,
Play
this is
another
what
one.
I love about
play
losing
another one.
seasons. You can get on here and just
Shut the
bullshit.
fuck up.
We're having fun with you.
That's a good one when you
I
talk to
have a
someone.
feeling
play
that's
that
Foothills.
But what you need when it's one that screams out
You
like,
gotta shut the fuck up, and it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday, so review the script.
There we
What
go.
do you say when the cop first pulls you over?
"Why'd you pull me over?"
And when he keeps asking questions?
I'm discussing my day.
And they ask more questions?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
And if detained, what do you say?
I invoke the fifth.
And then what do? You
Shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up Friday. Never answer questions when the cops ask.
Safe holidays.
And it doesn't matter.
I know that was Foothills. That was
It's
Foothills.
Friday, man. If we're all bookings,
That's an
beloved. You know
easy
what I mean?
one.
Guess what?
Foothills, I know you have that one, bro.
Birdman is on one tonight. He must be running on lack of sleep.
Dude, Darnell Mooney almost had a heck of a catch, and that was a great throw by Justin Fields.
He's had a good game
It was
so far.
almost caught.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Hey, where's the snow at, Foothills?
Press the off of.
I want to see the snow.
You want to see what?
I want to see the snow.
Joke has the first ball.
By the way, shout out to the Will Ferrell song.
The Will Ferrell. What?
Yeah, it was a
This
lovely
one,
sexy.
Oh,
Lovely sexy.
Yeah, love you sexy.
Somebody take.
Hold on with the copyright infringement.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
I hated that movie so much. I don't know why anyone watched that shit.
Alright, so first attempt for the band.
yeah, no lie.
What
What
is
are the
the- what
worst
is this-
influences
That
on
one could've
YouTube?
been
Y'all just
accepted.
need to shut us the fuck off and move on. To
Baby
something.
back. Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
What's become of this podcast tonight?
Shut the fuck up, Friday.
Before you fucking little monkey, not to fuck me. Hey, who the fuck you think you talking to, huh? You wanna fuck with? Who the fuck you think you are, you fucking dumb boy? Come on, brother. Do you wanna go to war? Come on. Do you wanna go to war? We'll take you to war, okay?
Yo, that is
You
every
need to find
fan
some,
in
like-
Philly with Jonathan Gannon right now.
You need to find some like
Second and 10.
Dave
You
Chappelle.
know,
Fields looking.
you know, to me,
running
like that
away.
movie doesn't stand up well.
Oh,
When you
Fields, you
watch
should
that
have dodged
movie?
the tackle. That's going to go to the 2-minute warning.
That's the worst acting I've ever seen in a damn movie when I look at it. First, I fucking hate that accent. I want to punch him in the face for even trying to do that. That's
Punch
the worst
him right in the
stereotypical accent ever.
dummy.
He did a better accent than fucking doing Carlito's way.
All right. So
Oh man, what the hell
backtracking.
just happened?
I know we're off the rails. We're off the rails.
I was about to say,
Sora,
is that,
go.
I was about to say,
Sora.
did we just experience like a 15-minute acid trip? Like what happened?
DMT, baby. DMT.
Wait,
Open your third eye.
right? Like
What?
AK, is this what it's like when you just pop?
Look
those
at AK.
Skittles
He's
in?
like, what?
No, I'm just saying.
Did you just say the third eye, my man? Really?
I never
I never did like a move like
I have a
that.
feeling that was Birdman.
I never
I've never saw
Well,
that
it's
one for
definitely
Foothills.
Foothills because this is his channel.
Yeah,
so-
there's no way Birdman's gonna be able to
He's
put
not
clips
sharing
on
it.
here. Also, I never realized that man was through his
But I've
shades at
never
the end
seen
of
any of
that.
these before. So.
This podcast is going south very fast. We need
I'm
to
telling you,
turn it around.
Chat, you have just experienced what it's like to be AK and eating Skittles. This is the Skittles he's
You
talking
don't
about.
eat Skittles, you dumbass. You smoke it. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I thought the joke was just it's just regular Skittles. You just really like
No!
Skittles a lot.
What?
Oh.
No.
I
You
just
think I'd
really
be that high off fucking Skittles? What Skittles
no, but
am
I thought that was just the joke. I know Skittles is a drug, but still, I just in my mind I always thought the joke was just AK just really likes Skittles a lot.
No, that was
I have a
literally
question
what
now.
weed was called. It's Skittles.
I have a question because there was an interesting comment. Miss Birdman, when you're at home and you're trying to have a conversation with this man, does he answer you with these drops?
I'm about to say, does he just play the soundboard? Hey,
Is that what you're dealing with? Because I feel like he does that.
I just imagine she's like, "Hey, hon, can you do something for me?" 99999.
Yes, exactly. Can you take out the trash? Nah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's how they communicate with the sound
Let's
effect.
just say talking with this man is always a damn joke.
Oh!
Exposed. We got him.
Oh, Birdman, you
Yes,
got
you got
me,
it.
bro.
That
I had
right there.
I had
what-
an inclination.
That right there is why I do my shit.
Foothills
bro.
throwing all the punches. Let's go. Throwing all the punches and all the kicks.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Let's go, Foothills. Come on.
That was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
You're throwing the D again.
Shout out to
Turn
Miss
down Allen
Birdman.
Robinson.
Man, we're gonna get along just fine when I come to Cali. I
Right.
can tell already.
Speaking of Mrs. Birdman, I won this yesterday at our meetup. She made this. Shout out to her.
B Dog.
Listen, gentlemen,
in a
if
minute.
all
That is
three of you
fire.
are going to be in
Brian
California,
Dawkins. Yeah, buddy.
I'm going to be expecting
Hi,
3
Burger.
packages on the monthly basis.
Brian
I was about to say,
Dawkins.
can y'all come
Yeah,
down to
buddy.
Florida at some time? It's warm here. So.
If you could find me some stars of death, I'd appreciate you.
It wouldn't be PG.
So do we want to get back
The
to the actual
500 milligram
podcast,
ones?
or do we still want to just deal with this?
We are the actual.
True.
We're making people laugh. That's what we do.
Do we want to go back to the Eagles or just be good? I'm fine either way.
Way, running all over the place.
At this point, Papa, we're more entertaining than the Eagles. So
Touchdown.
With the Giants. They don't want us to make the playoffs. They just with us. Why can't they just leave us alone? Please don't be Devontae. Give the Giants a chance to get Devontae Smith. Give us a chance. Let us pass up on him. Don't take him from us. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Do something stupid. Don't do anything smart.
Yo, there's so many audio drops from them.
why don't
Do
they
something, dude. When he was like, "You're gonna do something, dude. Don't do nothing smart." Like that's probably one of the funniest points.
I was about to say that's how you know he's not an Eagles fan because everybody thought they were gonna take everybody thought they were taking what's his face Fields, or at least that's what I thought. I was like, we're not getting Devontae. I was like, I know this man. This man just traded up for Justin Fields. Man could have
Why
stayed put if
don't
he
they
wanted
just
him.
leave us alone?
Yo, like I said, I just want the audio. I just want to isolate the audio and just clip it up because it's so fucking funny.
Do something stupid. Don't do anything smart.
I really just want somebody to be like, oh man, I missed East meets West. Thankfully, though, they saved it as a video. Thankfully, I can watch the VOD. What the fuck did I just watch?
You should have played that earlier when Billy Foothills went to the rest.
Yeah, we're killing. Oh, we can't do that. We can't take them out. Come on, man.
Hold up.
That sounds like a Pokemon character that got taken out.
Did you just take out anime?
Here's
Yeah,
got
right?
the lead.
Did you just Birdman, I need you to look me in the eyes. Birdman, did you just kill my waifu, bro? What the fuck? You can't be killing anime like that, bro. What else am I gonna watch at night now?
What do you mean? What are you gonna watch? The same thing you watch every night.
That's it. Put an APB out for Papa Sora.
Oh yeah? Try and get me.
That
You
white
got
boy is ruined.
You got a license for that, son? Pull it over.
No.
Pull over. You know what you did.
9.
Oh man.
Is that like
Hey, I get why I'm sober because y'all took my fucking Skittles tonight. I get it now.
You and your Skittles.
Y'all cracking up over here, and I'm like the sober one feeling out of place.
right. This is what we all need to do. Everybody, like, except AK needs to be the only person clean, and then we all just need to be hammered.
Why? It's complete opposite. I'm a dick when I'm sober.
I know, but we're not gonna remember anything.
Nah, you know what, AK? I'll be the guy with you. Like, go ahead, hit that right quick. Don't worry, ain't no one looking. I got you.
We talked about this beforehand, and I'm serious. Like, I'm an asshole sober. Like, I even feel bad fucking yelling at Birdman earlier. Like, I felt bad, but I was like, fuck, I just got emotional. I don't like who I am sober.
You yelled at me?
I did.
How dare you?
Oh, man. It is what it is.
You yelled at me, man.
He's gonna cry. Look at that tear swelling up in his eye.
Let him know, Birdman. Birdman, let him know how that hurts your feelings. Go ahead, Birdman.
Don't be bringing that bullshit over here.
I was gonna say, is this like the final boss fight?
Intimidation.
I thought that was when you go in front of Judge Judy.
Right?
Judge Judy. No, that was more of an intimidation type music.
How do you feel?
We got Fire Roseman and Gannon to the show. What's going on, my guy? You look a lot like BLSG.
Because I am, bro. I just changed my name to Fire Roseman and Cannon.
No way, man.
Whoa!
We didn't know.
Whoa!
Totally tubular, bro.
It was either that or the best costume I've ever seen.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some fucking Skittles. I can't take this anymore.
I don't do the same.
Okay, no.
I'm
Yeah,
joining
go grab
y'all.
some Skittles on
Okay,
Sunday.
no, don't do it.
I'm doing it.
They're gone. They couldn't take it anymore.
They're like, we need happiness. Oh God.
Yeah, all the Steelers have to do is get in field goal range and they win the game against Chicago.
What's new?
It's 27-26 Bears.
So Birdman, I haven't seen it yet. How did you feel your video turned out?
I'll let you be the judge, man. It came out pretty awesome, though.
All right, cool.
You'll like it. Shout out to the $20 profits there at Reggae Band out here in the high desert. If you guys do watch the video, if you give them a sub or something, I appreciate it. It means a lot.
Minute 7 left.
They're a
Yeah,
local
that's
band. They do like
Chicago
reggae
came
and
back.
stuff like
Fire
that. They're
Roseman
pretty
and
cool.
Gannon. There they go.
Definitely, yeah. Do that.
Man,
I know this would never
Field goal
happen.
range depending on the flag.
I know this would never happen, but if the Steelers moved on from their coach, how fast do you think we should have a jet gassed up and ready to pick him up?
Oh,
my happy ass
upside on
front foot all the way here.
Chicago.
You talking about
Mike Tomlin.
if
Mike
Omar
Tomlin was,
if Omar Epps his body double became available, hell yeah, let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Mike Tomlin's the guy, man. Like he's the man.
Oh yeah, that's
Great player, coach. I like the way the team respects him, the way he commands respect.
hell
Yeah, he's a great
I
coach.
think he might be if we still have Jalen Hurts. I think he would be a very good head coach for Jalen.
my blood.
I
Hey,
just-
if we get
I feel
Tomlin,
bad that they
my
stuck
blood
with
pressure
Brock
goes
No,
for
down.
so long.
You know why? Because Tomlin runs.
Be happy.
Oh, that's why.
But what's happened
He
in
runs the
Pittsburgh?
damn
And their
ball with
drafting.
his rookie Najee Harris.
Yeah, but their drafting has been horrible as of late. Before, like they were guaranteed to find some gems at the receiver position. They've always drafted good linebackers, but lately that hasn't been the case. I think Bud Dupree was like the last good pick that they had, and he's not even on the team anymore.
Hey, Papa Sore, can you drop your link? Because I can't find you, dude, on YouTube.
Papa.
What now? What? Huh? What?
No, I was saying
Papa,
if you
can you
drop,
hear me?
drop his link on.
No, I
Shout out to
can't.
Yentl.
I saw that.
Drop your link.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Drop it. That's it.
Drop it now.
I mean, I don't really do YouTube, but all right.
Oh hell no! Stop that!
You might.
You're ruining it for me over here.
I'm gonna draw the line
Oh,
at
he's
Britney
back.
Spears.
Papa's possessed.
I'm possessed. What?
Is that Green Bay spammer guy?
Hey, I have a question. Did anyone address it with Nick Sirianni about that flower incident? Was that ever talked about, or it was just a video that they put out there?
They might have just brushed it under there, like, hey, don't worry about it, bud.
They just brushed the pedals aside.
Oh,
I think Lane Johnson tried to block it. If you look at the video, Lane
No,
Johnson
Lane was
kind of.
Lane was scared.
yeah,
Lane,
because I didn't see any flowers come at him. I didn't see it at all. I just seen like after the fact where they focus on it.
Lane
Yeah,
was like,
'cause-
I'm not doing this shit.
Lane was Lane blocked the view, but yeah, Lane kind of stopped because I don't think he knew what it was. He didn't want to get hit by somebody's like shit or something. Somebody took a shit.
Hey, but
Threw it at him.
Nick Sirianni, you were supposed to catch that. You're supposed to catch the bouquet.
But I don't know why he got so upset. Like unless they were purposely trying to hit him with it. Maybe they're just throwing it at him. I wouldn't be upset with that. It was a dumb comment you made. You got to expect someone's going to make a joke out of it.
He was ready to go up there and scrap him in the stands. He was ready.
But
No,
I referenced this yesterday.
I would have had way more respect for the man if he did.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
I kind of wish that.
Well, like I said, bullfighters get flowers. You know, hockey players get things thrown at them all the time.
When he
You mean,
turns
like
it, Sirianni goes Ron Artest and shit. Runs into the stands, starts fucking wailing on the guy.
He's like, I've had it. He just throws the visor to the ground, rips off the hoodie, and goes, "Come on, hit me."
He should have threw his.
He's got a highlighter in each hand. Let's go!
No, it's like that Michael Keaton thing. You want to get crazy? Let's get crazy.
It's like whenever Drax from like Guardians of the Galaxy has his dagger, so he just goes, that's him with the highlighters. He's just, let's go.
He goes up to the guy in the stands and looks him in the eyes and he says, "You want to know how I got these scars?
You want to know how I got these Sharpies? I went to Staples Center.
Let's put a smile on your face."
No, that's when Nick walks up and he points the Sharpie and he holds it at like the dude's. He points it at like the dude's throat and he goes, "I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me."
So my thing is, imagine being that guy who has a bouquet of flowers and you're walking through the link. You're walking through the parking lot. You know you're being talked about. You're in the link. You see that the security guards see what you have in your hand, and you're just like, "Yeah, just fuck it, go through." At no time did anyone think that might not be a good idea to let him go through it.
You could easily sneak a bouquet of flowers. You could tuck them in your pants easily.
Flowers everywhere.
That's crazy.
I also
assume flowers.
Yes, you got some crotch flowers.
Eagles
win. Flowers.
Sweaty ball flowers.
Oh gosh.
Flowers.
Yeah, they got
well hydrated.
You got dingleberry flowers.
You also got to think, if we win the game, is the bouquet still thrown at him or near him, just not at him?
Bro, I would have
it's flower by flower. Like I said, like a bullfighter, just adorn him with flowers.
You know how gangster it would have been if he would have just picked those up and said thank you and walked away instead of.
No, it would have been gangster if he would have caught it and smelled it and just said, just a nod, just a simple nod.
Yeah, but unlike his receivers, he didn't catch it. Like his receivers, mostly this year, he didn't catch it.
No, what he does is, since he's Italian, he pulls a Godfather. He catches it, he puts it in his pocket, and he goes, "I'll remember your kindness." And then he just walks off.
Steelers just retook the lead with 26 seconds left.
Papa Sorry has 4 subscribers. I'm his 5th subscriber.
Oh, let's go. I'm making it in the
Papa.
Congrats, my guy.
Yeah.
How many subscribers?
I'm number 5.
I'm going to Disneyland.
Number 5 will always love you.
I mean, I appreciate that, but I'd be more appreciative if number 5 was a hot single lady. But I mean, they just can't be choosers. Am I right?
You're right there.
I mean, Birdman could go put his wig back on if you
want.
Whoa.
It's true.
And the highlighter.
Hey, big boy.
No.
Oh. Whoa.
We have a saying where I'm from in the deep south. Be gone, thought. Be gone.
Oh, I'm your 10th follower on Twitch.
I have 10 followers on Twitch. Wait, what? When did that happen?
When do you have a Twitch?
I've always
had it for a while.
Longer than I had a YouTube.
Wait, Papa Sora has a Twitch?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does.
News to me.
Out here in these streets, in these digital
You go to
streets.
shut your mouth, bro.
Hey, be quiet.
I try to. You know that.
What about
You know, I try to listen to him and do it every day.
Whoa!
What?
Try to listen.
Nate Dogg told us to do something every day. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jinx, by the way, he said, imagine if this was someone's first time in the live stream. They'll be back.
Yeah, they'd be like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah. You will. They'll just
Really, like, you know what is funny when they watch it? They're like, I wonder if it's like, are these their emojis for the guys that are on the bottom? Are these their emojis up top?
Yes.
SG ruined it. You so punk. Damn you! You had to go to bed. Fire Howdy Roseman and Gannon had to go to bed.
You know what that reminds me of? You ever watch
what it is?
No, I'm waiting for this game now.
It's good cop, bad cop. It's good cop, bad cop. Philly and BLS, they're partners. AK and I are partners. Then we got Vic and Bird are partners. We got good cop, bad cop over here.
I know, bro. He got the glasses off with the bad cop look. Look at him.
He's like,
He's a cool guy. He's Mike Lowry. I'm Marcus. I'm the guy that just wants to go to bed at 10 o'clock. I got the wife and kids.
yeah.
Burger, come on with the Ferrari.
Me and Papa are the Rock
Wait,
and
but
Samuel
doesn't-
Jackson jumping off the fucking rooftop and going splat right in the middle of
The
the
team
fucking.
for the bushes.
Wait, but wait, hold up. But Vic, doesn't Birdman bang your sister later in the movie though?
God damn it.
Whoa.
Ooh, he said, "Hey, your sister." Ouch.
Whoa.
I mean, listen, I'm saying, spoiler alert, by the way. But if you haven't seen Bad Boys 2,
And
come the fuck on.
like there's 70.
Hey, but that means I'm the one that has the trip with the. Remember that? The
Wait,
second one? Taking the flag?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for Papa Sora?
Hold up.
Got some big fucking fish.
I don't like where this is going anymore.
Got big fish. I like Swedish fish. Swedish fish are hella good.
You know what that reminds me of? Old school, when Will Ferrell gets shot in the neck with a tranquilizer.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, he just took one in the jugular." He's like, "You're funny." I like you.
No, speaking of Will Ferrell, though, nothing beats his one in the campaign when he punches that fucking baby.
Ball!
Nothing.
No. Did you ever see his movie he came out?
Get the
Did you ever
man!
see the movie he came out with Julia Louis Dreyfus?
Yeah.
The one with the avalanche, and he didn't even try to like save his family. He just like looked at him. He was just like, "Yeah, they're gonna die."
And throw
That whole movie's hilarious.
Yeah.
At least you throw a dart toward where you
I'm trying to get the ratings up.
for the winner. You kick it with Carlos Santos,
You
but
gotta
it would
fix
be a 56-yard.
Everyone loves to hate on Jalen.
Oh, that could be like an intro.
Good guy.
You do a video with that.
With what?
I was about to say, can we get
Yeah,
some
boy.
videos where it's
This is
normal?
like everyone loves to hate on.
Really?
No.
Everybody loves to hate on Jalen.
Okay.
Oh, put the everybody loves Chris music in the background.
I was about to say, is this like the rough draft of Everybody Loves Raymond? But this was Everybody Hates Jalen. They're like, no, we gotta change it.
Does everybody in Florida have a gun?
Yes.
No,
Even the kids.
because the snowbirds come here. But I have about 5 in the house right now.
Papa, have you ever seen a gator?
Yes,
Like a real life gator? Like in your backyard?
in my backyard. Yeah, back when I lived in a condo. Yeah.
Damn.
That sounded so off because you're like, when I live in a condo, so it's saying living in the countryside or something like that.
Well, because when we first moved here,
Condominiums, I never use them.
Hey, what part of Florida do you live in?
Clearwater. I'm
He
like,
lives in the deep
Is
south.
that near Kissimmee?
Hey, Joe Dirt's back. Ah,
possibly.
hey, what up, Joe?
Are you near Orlando?
Yeah, I'm like
All
45
right,
minutes
then
away from
Kissimmee is right down from Orlando. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty
but
much Disney World.
If you're from Florida and you're inland, oh, you're a different kind of breed.
Yeah, I'm
If
in
you're
Tampa.
inland, you're a different breed.
I used to
Have
go
you
down
seen
to Kissimmee every year for the winter from up here. That's why I was
Have you
asking.
seen
And I'm pretty sure I'm like 30 minutes away from it, yo.
No lie, bro. Florida is the first place I ever saw that a mini golf course had fucking gators in it. I was like, what?
Nah,
Why the fuck
Oh,
would
yeah.
you play mini golf with gators? Like that's
you already
fucking-
know me and animals, so you know I'm not going to be around.
And then they had a feed pit where you could pay like $5 for meat to feed them. I was like, yo, this is insane.
Oh yeah.
Vic
There's
sees a beetle and he's walking the other way.
Nah, see, I can handle that stuff. Listen,
there's
possums,
one gas-
with possum might be my line. Once I see that, that's when you see me start running. That's when I'm out
What
the other
about
way.
Possum
squirrel?
might be your line. Vic, I got a
What
story.
about
to
a
tell you.
squirrel with a mean look in his eye, Vic? What about a squirrel?
Listen, a possum is a beefed up New York rat. You know what I mean? And them New York rats don't give a fuck. They run up on you at any time of the day.
That's because
Possum
the New
can
York rats are
beat-
also
I'm out.
jacked up on coke.
They literally play dead, Vic. Come on.
You're gonna see these feet move so fast. You're gonna see the footwork. You're gonna
Vic.
see the footwork.
Vic, I got a story I got to tell you. about a
This
possum.
dude don't even like the woods. What makes you think he likes gators?
Fuck the woods. Burn it all down.
There's literally a gas station if you're coming down from Georgia, and this is how I always knew, like whenever we were entering Florida, besides the Welcome to Florida sign, but there was always this one gas station where it's like, oh, come see, we got oranges and all that, because Florida, of course, they're known for oranges.
I was number 6, Papa. I'm number 6.
But thanks, Satan. But there is always one gas station. It's like, oh, we got the orange. And it's also, hey, we got live baby gators. For years, they have had live baby gators there.
What do you mean, like they sell them?
No, you come into the gas. It's a very big gas station. You come into the gas station, you can get some oranges, and hey, you can see some baby gators.
So wait, if you come in,
no, they're not selling baby gators, Vic.
Well, that's what I was like. What do they do? Is selling them? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you call Ricardo up and be like, "Hey, yo, Ricardo, meet me in the back."
Name really Ricardo? Like Ricky Ricardo?
Ricky Bobby? No. I'm sure somebody named Ricardo works there. Look, I live by the cartel. All right, I'm sure somebody.
Being Satan, I'm all familiar with the cartel.
Listen, AK, I'm not racist. I just hate everybody equally. I just hate everybody equally.
Hey, AK, how's it feel to sit next to Satan, motherfucker?
I love it, man. It's right where I belong. I've had a one-way ticket there since the day I was born. I'll see you soon.
Are you still with Saddam?
Hey, I'll keep a seat warm for you, my guy.
Satan or AK?
No, you remember that from South Park? When Satan was with Saddam Hussein?
Oh, yeah. I just.
What? You're my boyfriend.
I know you do that way too fucking well, man.
Yeah, you like that.
When I was a kid, listen, when I was like, what was it? 15, 16, that's when South Park came out. And that's like when it all changed. Like, we just kept on bringing up like quotes of them and stuff like that. So when that movie came out, Sailing Away was probably the funniest song I've ever heard. When Cartman sings Sailing Away, yeah, that's it right there. That'll make me laugh every time.
Sailing away.
To pet a tiger, I would pet a tiger. I have experience with big cats. So yes, I would pet a tiger all day.
Experience with that puss?
Yeah, exactly.
Pause.
Taking cougars down.
Since, I don't know.
Taking cougars down since 90.
With my rifle on my back.
So anyway, Vic, the story
I
that I
was
was
going
going
to
to
go
tell you.
somewhere with that, but I'm not.
The story I was going to tell you about the possum. Actually, it wasn't a possum. It was an armadillo. So in Alabama, my papa.
Armadillo?
Yeah.
Papa.
OG Papa.
Papa OG. There we go.
There was a
Papa Possum.
There was always an armadillo that would come up because they bury up from under the ground and they would tear his yard up. So one day he was like, I've had enough of this. So what he did was he sat out the lawn chair, sat out on his back porch, and he's got a big ass yard, like bigger than a football field. And he just had a lantern next to the chair. And he was just sitting there with his gun cocked and loaded. He was ready. Well, he fell asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. He woke up, and the armadillo was just chilling next to him. Not next to him. The armadillo was out there tearing up his backyard again. So he went, oh, son of a bitch, I got it. So he fired, but it hit the shell. So the armadillo then buried down under to run away. A couple days later, he's driving down the road, and he sees he sees a dead armadillo on the side of the road. This man stops his car, puts it in park, gets out the vehicle, and just goes, serves you right, you little fucker. And then he just drives on back home.
Wait, but hold on. Let me go back because again, my ignorance. He shot it. It hit the shell, and he just kept on going about his business.
I gotta go.
Well, that armadillo took a shotgun shell and was just okay to do its business.
It was just a pellet gun.
Oh, I was about to say, goddamn, I can't fuck with something that's bulletproof. What do you want me to do with that? How am I gonna go up against something bulletproof?
No, because if he used an actual gun, he would have gotten out like the AR or something and just lit the bastard up.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought he shot. I was like, listen, he was getting bullets.
Trust
I'm
me.
not really much of a
Real
fan.
quick, you started it out by saying it was a possum, then it ended up being an armadillo. So which
An
one was it?
armadillo.
Well,
Is an armadillo just like an armored possum? They're all in the same
well,
thing to me.
he said possum.
They
and I
said an
was like,
armored possum.
I literally, I also, AK, I
It's
literally
like a turtle mixed with a
I
possum.
literally said, wait, no, it wasn't a possum. My bad. It was an armadillo.
Oh,
And
I
the
didn't check
story
that
still
part. My bad.
relates.
My bad.
It's an overgrown roly-poly, Ollie.
It was Sonic. It was the rough draft for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm cool with the small stuff. Like when I was a kid, we used to take like what is it called, skunks? We used to throw them around. So grab them by the tail, toss them at someone. Yeah, that's like we were like savages as children. But
Didn't you
like
get
when you fuck
sprayed?
with,
Didn't you get sprayed by a skunk?
now if you do it fast enough, it's gonna spray it, but you're not gonna get hit with it. Whoever's gonna get that skunk coming his way is gonna get hit with it.
A skunk is a lot bigger though.
But you're anywhere near it, you're gonna stink even.
Oh no, they're disgusting. Like sometimes, like it's funny how people think like they're white and black. No, they're not. They're more like fucking yellow. They're disgusting.
It's from the pee. It's from all the
Man,
pee.
I thought I
All
lived
the
in
spray.
Hillbilly Hill of Pennsylvania, but fuck, you're out here playing with skunks. Fuck.
Listen, if you're from PA, you have a certain piece of trash about you. You love Wawa, you love sheets. You're PA trash like me. No matter where you're at.
Whoa. What does Wawas and sheets have to do with fucking skunks?
Oh no, I'm just saying that's PA trash. That's PA trash living. You love your Wawa, you love your sheets.
There's nothing wrong with Wawa and sheets, though. They're two of the best.
Exactly, because you're from PA, goddammit.
In Alabama,
I'm still not getting where the skunk comes into play, though.
Oh no, I was just saying that's just how I was out here, yeah. Like I don't know, like a lot of kids mess around with like little animals like that, little critters like that when I was a kid. I just pick up garden snakes and stuff like that.
I mean, we just blew shit up, rode 4-wheelers, and stole cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I would do that too. Like make what is it? You get like a lawnmower engine and make a what was that?
Only
Like a
in
go-kart with lawnmower engine.
Only in Pennsylvania will you see a guy get a DUI on a lawnmower.
Or one of them little mini mopeds.
I beg to
Yeah.
differ.
Remember those? The little tiny ones? Hell yeah.
That in Alabama. I beg to differ.
Them things only go like 15 miles an hour, but you'll still catch a case on it.
I mean, in Alabama, we literally would have like, what's it say? We would just have a gun, you know, and we'd be peeking out of the truck and we would just be firing at the stop sign. And you would always just hear the patink, patink every time you hit it. And you didn't want to miss because otherwise your neighbor's house is right there. So it's just like, better not miss.
See, we didn't do that. We just smashed mailboxes with baseball bats. We didn't go that far.
I was going to say,
the mailbox.
We didn't go that far. Like we did tic-tacking, but we try to blow up no one's mailbox. You get fucked up or some shit like that.
I mean, the mailbox at my papa's house though was brick, so
not if you drive away fast enough.
Nah, we too close. Matter of fact, we didn't even have mailbox when I grew up. You had a slate in front of your door. That's it.
Yo, we actually, I don't know if you remember this, Vic, but we actually had a dude here. It was a little while back, but some kids used to vandalize his mailbox. They did it like 3 times in a week. He kept buying new ones. Well, the 4th time, he fucking cemented the inside. The fucking kid and went and he hit it, and it fucking came back, cracked him right in the face, and killed him.
Nah.
Yeah.
It killed him?
Did the guy get in trouble for that, or was that all the kid's fault?
He was using a metal bat to break it. And when he hit it, there was cement inside the mailbox. It came back, cracked him right between the eyes. Fucking done.
Damn.
Yep.
I bet that guy didn't get in
ever went out smashing mailboxes.
Right. You figure he probably wouldn't get in trouble. You know what I mean? Like that's on the kid.
He probably shattered his wrist too.
No, that's totally on the kid. He shouldn't have been doing that anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that top wrist is probably getting that guy so fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a federal offense to smash a mailbox, man.
it's not worth it. Again, like where I grew up, people didn't have mailbox like that. We had a lot of slits. I grew up in the project.
Yo, Jinx, you ever leave shit on someone's porch, bro?
See, Jinx, I read that and I write smash people, but not like smash. I thought you just meant like hit or not hit and run, but just tap and run. I was like, damn, Jinx a pimp.
Nah, like I said, like playing tic-tac was the thing when you knock on someone's door and just run.
Yeah.
Yeah, doorbell ditch. Yeah.
I remember what was funny where there would be a couple of times. There would be a couple of times kids would try to be sneaky and like ding dong ditch or whatever, but they'd be loud as shit, and they would just be rustling like all the furniture on the patio. So it's just always funny. They go to ding dong ditch, and you're just ready. So you just ding dong ditch, door flies open. You're just standing there with a 12 gauge, like, what the fuck are you doing on my property? Get out! And then you just cock it, and you see the little bastards run away.
No, you know what's even better than that, man? When they do that ding and ditch, and then they go hide in the bushes, but you're in the bushes all in camo and scared the shit out of them.
You are the bush.
Yeah.
I am the bush. I've been waiting here for weeks. It's like I'm gonna find my kitchen.
All right, we can get back to football now, though, if you want.
Cue the clip. Speaking of being in the bush.
Come on. Do it. Do it. Come on. Come on. Kill me. I'm here. Kill me. I'm here. Kill me. Come on. Kill me. I'm here. Come on. Do it now. Kill me.
I don't really know how to play it right. He was trying too hard.
Right? You got to play hard to get, man.
All that, come on! You shouldn't have done it. Just,
Do it now.
right?
Get to the chopper.
That's like his ultimate line. That's his ultimate line. Do it. Do it now.
Well,
What if that's how his kids sound?
Do it
Like,
now.
just imagine his kids sounding like that, but at like 5 years old, the kindergarten teacher's like, "Do you want some cookies?" And the kid's like, "No, put the cookie down."
Did you ever see his youngest kid? I think it is.
Eating other lunches.
The maid's kid. He looks just like him. He's a bodybuilder and everything.
Yep.
His daughter, though, his daughter's hot as hell. She's married to Chris Pratt.
Yo, I gotta
Does
ask
he
you.
have a daughter? I thought he had.
Yeah.
I thought he had 2 sons.
Nah, he got a daughter married to Chris Pratt.
Oh, because I remember there was one kid that was like shredded, like Arnold, and the other kid was just like.
That's the kid that he didn't know about until he was like 12 or something like that. That's the main kid. Yeah.
I didn't realize he had a daughter. I'm about to look up how hot this chick is.
Yeah. I want to say Caitlin Schwarzenegger or something like that.
Papa Sora about to go find a little.
I'm about to do some hacker man here real quick.
Those are Kennedys too. Those are Kennedy kids. Those are good genes.
Oh, oof.
Hey, Arnold spends most of his time these days with his pony and his donkey that he brings in his house. You've seen those videos?
Which one? There's both Catherine and Christina.
Catherine, I think, is the one that's married to Chris Pratt.
Oh my god!
Told you. Told you.
Shit, Chris Pratt, share the wealth, my guy.
Donkey
named man.
Fuck.
He's out here. He's out here.
Shit. I guess I need to be on Parks and Recs.
Hey, you know who's even prettier than her though?
Elizabeth
Who's
Olsen.
that?
No, Michael Jackson's daughter.
Paris?
Oh yeah, she's
Hold up.
For whatever reason, man, she'll
is
always be a kid to me.
No, dude,
She will always be a kid to me.
Paris, I know, but Paris is a fucking wow, dude. She grew up good, real good.
She grew up good.
Real good.
She's got good genes.
Yeah.
Not Levi. But yeah, like AK said, we want to get back to.
I think Catherine. I don't know. I would take Catherine.
You're right, Foothills, though. We need to get back to football. It's been going on long enough.
Yep.
We're about to approach 3. It's about to be 12 in the a.m. on the East Coast.
Hey, I ain't got work tomorrow, so I'm good.
Oh, Papa got a meeting in the morning.
I'm on West Coast time.
Zoom meeting.
You're on West Coast time?
I'm getting prepared early, man.
Right? Yeah, Vic, you're gonna be
saving yourself from the jet lag.
Oh, sweet, my snail's still alive.
What?
So today when I woke up and I went to go feed the fish in my aquarium, Picasso, the snail, who's supposed to be cleaning the algae but doing a piss poor job, likes to do parkour, right? That's fine, whatever. Today I found him just floating, so I was like, fuck, he's dead. So I Googled, I was like, is he actually dead? And it was like, oh no, blah, 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 all that stuff. So I was like, fine, all right. I come back from work, he's chilling, but he's just staying stationary. So I was like, cool, I guess he's alive. But now he's climbing up on the wall doing parkour again. So good on you, bud. Live your best life out there.
Was he by a chip, a salty chip of any kind? Could have slowed him up for a little bit.
No, apparently it's the snail that's out to kill me, because apparently
that'd be hilarious. You leave a pretzel out there, your snail tries to go out and dies.
Can I ask you a real quick question before we get to football? Out of all the pets in the world, why the fuck did you pick a snail?
Well, like I said, it's for an aquarium.
He's trying to be SpongeBob.
I've got a fish tank, Mike.
Gary.
Oh. Gotcha.
So like I said, it's the snail that is supposedly supposed to clean the tank, but instead, he's not.
I didn't even know snails could be underwater all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you think he was in SpongeBob?
Come on now.
Gary. Come on, Gary. Gary.
Listen, you're basing facts off fucking SpongeBob, really?
I mean,
hey man, there's a science to it.
Anything can be made up in SpongeBob, dude.
They had to have known.
Have you not
They had to have known that Gary can withstand the water, because if you notice, Sandy has an astronaut helmet on. She can breathe in the water because her astronaut helmet. If Gary couldn't do it, he'd have a helmet on himself.
Exactly.
SpongeBob logic, man, 101. I get you to it. I get you through it.
Listen,
I think there is
do you not remember the one episode of SpongeBob where literally SpongeBob also full of adult references? There's literally one episode where SpongeBob's got 2 fingers and a donut. Patrick's only got like his nub or whatever, bro.
I don't think all snails can live underwater. I think only certain ones can.
No, and this certain snail can live underwater.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Sea snails. Sandy selling sea snails by the seashore.
Welcome to science class, AK.
No, I just wanted to get back to football, and now we're on fucking SpongeBob.
Well, listen, if Mitch were here, this conversation would have gone on 15 minutes.
Speaking of SpongeBob, Howie Roseman.
Does he have a clip? Oh.
Oh, man.
I thought you were going to be like, speaking of SpongeBob, and then just show a clip. I was like, oh.
Oh, no, it's because he's mentioning bottom feeders.
Exactly. You got it, Vic. You got it.
I'm a Jeopardy kind of guy.
AK, you good, bud? He might be. I think he might be in the fetal position, crying. Oh no,
no, I'm on a Skittle fix now, so I'm good. Let's go. I got another 3 hours for you.
Oh yes, sir, AK.
Again, in my mind, the joke is just a lot funnier. Not even the drug; it's just regular Skittles. It's just he just really likes Skittles.
We can have a week.
Why do you think Marshawn Lynch loves him so much?
We could go a whole hour about SpongeBob. We really could. Easily.
No, man, fuck SpongeBob, man. I didn't watch it. I watched Rocket
Can't do that. He's only a child.
Arnold and shit. The cool shit. You know, Cat Dog. Let's talk about that shit, not SpongeBob.
He's only a child.
Heathcliff? You watch that?
Who cares about a fucking sponge that lives in the fucking ocean and a pineapple? That's unrealistic. Let's move on.
First of all, it's under the sea.
Who lives in a pineapple?
I don't like SpongeBob that much. That's Mitch.
The sea is the ocean, man. Hello.
They don't say ocean. They don't say ocean.
I don't
they
give
just
a
say
fuck.
under the sea.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
I'm just saying, bro. You're gonna roast me, do it correctly, my guy.
I wasn't roasting you.
You're not roasting.
What do you mean?
You know what? Listen.
What do you mean?
What time is it?
It's getting late.
Time to get a watch.
Welcome to the after hours, boys.
Pause.
No shit.
This is where shit starts getting wild.
Sorry, I had to pause.
No pause.
No, I had to pause because of what Jinx said down there at the bottom.
About to get into a SpongeBob debate?
No, he's choking.
Oh.
Sorry, that was the Skittles coming out in me, and that was so not called for. I apologize, Jinx.
Jinx, I didn't think it was regular Skittles. I just thought in my head it was just a lot funnier to think it's just regular Skittles.
But why? How do you get high off regular Skittles?
No, that's the thing though. I know you're talking about the actual drug. I'm talking about in my mind, it's just funny to just think that the man just really likes Skittles a lot.
Well, I do like Skittles a lot. I won't
That's what
lie.
I'm saying.
I
So
really
in my
do.
mind, it's just like Skittles just changes the man.
But
Taste the
I mean,
rainbow.
it's not my fault that my weed was called
Taste the
Skittles,
fucking
even though I like Skittles. I mean, that's just
Yeah, we're back.
It's
You know.
it's just in my mind, it's just a lot funny.
So do you guys think that go get back to football talk a little bit? You guys think Miles Sanders will be back after this next game? Do you think he'll be back for the we play? Who do we get? Who do we have after Denver?
After
We have
Denver beats
Denver
St. Louis,
and then
New Orleans.
New
And then
Orleans,
those are
right?
Jets.
Nolans.
Might we that? God, are we? Is New Orleans going to be our first home win? You guys think? Since they don't have Jameis Winston.
God, I hope so.
Hopefully, because if it isn't, then we're going to really have to
And they might
revise
not
this
have Taysom
conversation.
Hill
If he's
either.
saying
So
he's
that's
gone.
the case. They might have Trevor Simeon starting.
Oh, please
Yeah,
do.
I think Taysom Hill might be back
Please
by
do,
then.
and we better
But I'm
whoop
not
his
sure.
ass.
Taysom Hill played yesterday.
Did he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
then
just
there
didn't
you
play
go.
quarterback.
I think,
Imagine if he gets injured
but what was
again.
his
He played-
injury?
He played tight end yesterday, right?
Yeah, he played tight end, gadget players. He was in for QB for a couple of snaps, but yeah, he
I
did.
don't know if they were trying
He's
to
not
work him in or if it was
Taysom Hill's
just.
not really a QB guy. He's more like he plays
did
like
what
whatever
Taysom
position
Hill-
he
yeah,
wants.
exactly. He did what Taysom Hill does. Whatever.
Yes, then
Taysom
most
Hill
likely
is Taysom
Simeon would
Hill
be the guy.
He
we've
plays
seen-
whatever position he wants.
I think we kind of know that how Sean Payton kind of sees him. You know, he sees him as that's his role. You know, he doesn't see him as a full-time quarterback.
Yeah.
Or else he would have never even gone after Jameis Winston. You know, he had him in house, waiting after Drew Brees retired. Taysom Hill is just not that guy. You know, he's gimmicky. He's gimmicky, and he's a guy that can get you a few tough yards at times when he needs to.
sorry.
Yeah. Who's that? Kevin White? Is that not Kevin White? Who's the one that's having a good year over in Atlanta right now?
In Atlanta?
Yeah, that they're using as a Swiss Army knife.
Cordell Patterson?
Cordell Patterson. Oh, I see him using the same way.
Fantasy gold.
That's been
He
his.
has been, and it's crazy that it took so long for people to figure out how to use him. You know, and you got to credit with New England because no one would have known about his running ability had it been for Bill Belichick being in the need of a running back.
True. Very true. Yeah. I mean, so in our upcoming opponent our upcoming opponent went into Dallas and destroyed a pretty good team that a lot of people were thinking, was one of the best teams in the NFC.
Couldn't hold it in.
I know you couldn't.
Cowboys are overrated.
Maybe the Broncos are just like us. They just can't win at home.
I hope, man, like, if we don't get a win, like I said,
Don't matter. Mile High is
it's the
very
case
tough to win at.
where you look at these games, like I said,
And so did Lincoln, but now not so much.
Yeah, but New Orleans again, they're coming in hurt. They don't have their starter. They have a third stringer in there. You look at what we had right now in San Diego. They came in hobbled in. They had multiple injuries. Both starting corners were out, and they still had another injury at corner. So we were looking at their fourth, fifth, and sixth cornerbacks, and they still performed well. I mean, we're not taking advantage of any team's deficiencies, so it's kind of hard to see us improving. But again, if we don't, we're going to have to revise this conversation. Everything's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot more people deserve to leave. A lot more people don't deserve chances.
True. And this was the one comment that I finally found before everything went off hills, which I blame the sound effects. But it was shout out to Richie MC. I found the comment, and then we all went off the rails. If those two rushing touchdowns were passing touchdowns from Hurts, would that make everybody feel better about Hurts, or would that have not mattered?
Just winning the game in general, everyone would have felt better about him. But,
No, I know, but
dude,
I'm saying because there are people that don't.
They're just saying about overall performance on Hurts.
Well, I'm saying
Probably
people
would
that
have.
don't see the defense being that didn't see the defense being the problem. Talking about the people that are like Birdman. Basically, this question was for Birdman. If two of those rushing touchdowns were passing touchdowns, then will that make you feel better or whatever? And then my second thing was going to be they're both in the Raiders and in this game. Yeah, we got a 4th down stop after the offense drove 98 yards, after the offense drove 99 yards. And then you get the 4th down stop.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like you can't look at this game and say the main blame needs to be on Hurts. The main blame's on the defense, and everybody needs to realize that.
And not just that, man, I am so tired of fucking starting on the 5 fucking yard line.
Exactly.
Like, you need to get away from that shit, man. Because that's slowing drives out, man. That's making you. It's harder to call plays on the 5 yard line than it is to play on the 20. Like, let's be realistic.
Our second drive started. We're at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
So no shit. That's going to be a 3 and out.
Yeah.
Because
defense should take a lot of responsibility for this loss.
Now, granted, he shouldn't have passed on all 3 of those downs. He should have fucking ran it. But
I think.
Well, you're right. He ran it on 3rd down, didn't he?
I thought there was 2 because I thought there was one that Jordan Howard or Boston Scott.
Ran one.
There was one I thought the running backs took it and he almost fell back for the safety on 2nd down. I thought. But I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, that one you're talking about was the one run in that whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought there was one on 2nd, or I don't know. Somebody had the ball and they almost fell back in the end zone, and I thought it was one of the running backs.
No, that was Howard, but his power is what kept him out of the end zone. Because if that was Gainwell, that's a safety. Promise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If that was Scott, probably a safety. Promise.
Probably, yeah. If it was Sanders, that would have been a safety. If it was a run up the middle, yeah.
His elusiveness might have got him out of it.
Possibly. If you're taking that to the outside, then yeah, probably a couple of yards. But that's a straight up run to the middle.
Yeah,
I think that's a safety.
No, I agree with you. But
yeah,
that I don't know, man. That whole drive was just fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone said it earlier in the chat. You know, yeah, we stopped them when they first drove down 99 yards, but you could just tell after that first drive, even though we did stop them, it was going to be a long day for the defense if they didn't make any adjustments. And we haven't seen very many in-game adjustments that have looked very good at, if there's been any at all, from Jonathan Gannon. So
can I ask an honest question to you guys real quick? And I want to hear all your opinions on this. I just thought of it. So do you believe now, other than Slay and Nelson and McLeod, you know, the vets on this defense, do you think that the reason Gannon is not making adjustments is because these players just can't do those adjustments?
No, I think Gannon can't.
You don't think so?
Devise a plan to make an adjustment on the fly.
Because not all of our linebackers are blitzers, correct? Not all of our linebackers are drop back coverage guys.
Yeah, they're all just middle linebackers.
Here and there. So how can you make certain adjustments? You know,
we have seen Nelson do a blitz before.
I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. Just because he does it doesn't mean he can't. He can do it. Like, you're gonna do it when you're asked to do it, but that doesn't mean you can do it. You know what I mean?
Yes, but my question is, if
you
this
don't know if you don't try, though, right?
Supposed to be playing to their strengths, why would the coach say, "Hey, I know this isn't your strength, but do it anyways"?
Because sometimes, like sometimes in the Detroit game, well, as bad as they are, you're going to win that blitz. Even no matter how bad you are, they're worse than us. You're going to win that. But the fact is, though, if you're playing these players to people's strengths and they're not blitzing, that should tell you something right there. Because blitzing is not one of our strengths, so they don't play it.
Well, then the linebackers are sitting in space. They're basically like wasted positions then at that point, because they can't really cover in the pass, and they're not doing shit to stop the run.
And that's why we don't make adjustments, because how can you? These guys fucking suck in the middle. They truly do.
You don't. You don't try though. They're not even trying.
What no one's not saying is the fact that a big reason why we're not blitzing is because the defense we're running predicates the defensive line to create most of the pressure. It's kind of like how we're saying with the six defense with Jim Schwartz. Defensive line is supposed to dictate that pressure. It's supposed to be the main focus point. They're the ones who create pressure, but that's not the case. They're not. And then when you fall back with your linebackers, they're supposed to, support too. You have a bad linebacking core who can't do that. Yep. Then you're falling back to your third level, and what happens to your third level? They're scrambling around trying to figure out who they're supposed to cover. Again, it's all going down with Ganon's play calling and the fact that we don't have the talent. It's a healthy mix of everything.
No, I agree with you because, you got to look at it this way. Our safeties are picking up the slack for our linebackers. We're putting way more on our corners and our safeties than what we have to be because of our shitty linebackers. If we actually had linebackers who could actually do their job and fucking play, it'd be easier. It really would.
I will say, and I don't know, because, again, I had to go off of play-by-plays, so I didn't actually see the game and all that. I will say, I think probably the best defensive player out there, in my opinion, I feel like was Davion Taylor.
TJ Edwards made a few good plays too. He's been playing good.
I think Taylor made good tackles, but again, that's because they were in the second level. He's not going to attack. He's not making plays in the backfield like that. He's just catching up to people and tackling. It'd be one thing if he's on the attack. It's kind of like the Alex Singleton thing.
No, he had two tackles for loss last night.
I was about to say, I could have sworn that he had tackles for loss.
Yeah, he tackled Hector twice.
I am mistaken because I didn't think he did.
One of them was out to the right. He ran out to the right, and Taylor came up and cracked him. And then he even had that screen pass he stopped where he cracked that dude.
Yeah, I could have sworn that
he played really fucking good, dude. And I saw the comment earlier, way up there now. But he said, imagine if we would have played
Taylor
from the beginning, how good he would be right now. Like, we're only delaying him because we don't play him. He's got a lot of fucking potential, man. You need to unleash this kid, but for some reason we're not.
He had six total tackles, 2 assists.
Yeah,
that's what I see on the stat sheet. Yeah, but he had a pretty. He led the team in tackles yesterday.
Yeah. He had a really good fucking game.
The second was Edwards, I think 5, right?
Yeah, 5 tackles, 7 assists.
Yeah.
And everyone else, for the most part, on the D line, had 2 tackles. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of them had maybe like 1 assist or 2. That was it. That's the stat line going through for the whole defense. A couple of tackles here and there, maybe an assist. No sacks at all.
We didn't even get
no pressures at all.
I don't even think anybody breathed on Herbert.
No, we didn't even get close, man.
Sunshine was out there fine and free, just doing whatever he wanted.
Sunshine.
I will say, I think Hurts only had that 1 sack where Driscoll basically tripped him, right? Or was it?
Well, he tripped him, but he got powered.
He tripped over Driscoll's foot, and that's when he went down and got tackled.
No, I know, but I also know Driscoll.
I know that on that play, Driscoll looked like he was getting blocked good. He was getting pushed back. He looked like he was on ice. Like he was on skates.
No,
he
was
just
saying, but I know he was tripped.
You know something, though? I will say this. That is the first time I've ever seen Driscoll get manhandled, and that's okay with me because you know what? He's been stout for the most part. You're not going to win every day. You're not. You're going to play against talent that is well beyond you, and obviously Joey was well beyond him, and he should be. But hey, he lost to Joey Bosa. What more can you say to that? I mean, a lot of people lose to Joey.
Hey, but Joey Bosa lost a lot of battles too, because I was seeing him getting tossed around too. And there was one play where he got hurt. He got bashed up. He had to come to the sidelines.
When you play Bosa brothers, you better be ready. No matter.
Yeah, man. When you get like maybe 2 plays out of 75,
you have to be ready on the Bosa brother.
There were still 73 plays where he looked like shit.
Yeah,
the offensive line did a pretty good job on that.
And I said it the night before the game, and I still stand by it. We had to call the perfect game last night to win this game. Even though the Chargers were a little rough coming in, the last 2 games were not pretty for them. This is not a team you fucking sleep on. I mean, to a lot of us, they're a playoff contender. You know, the Chargers are. And what happened?
Must have Herbert as
We
their
were
Force MVP.
Yes, we do. And I'm telling you, like, no lie, we got caught with our pants down on this one.
Wow.
I'm telling you, like, Gannon fucked us. And you know, we were the ones that made the mistakes, not them. And you saw what happened. They won.
Yeah, I mean,
just the mere fact that they were able to hold the ball for the last 6 minutes of the GD game minus. I mean, outside of the last 2 seconds that we had.
Are you talking about that 10-play drive?
Yeah,
they scored. Yeah, it was 10 plays. And I think it was like 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, they got the ball back with a little over 6 minutes left. So just insane how we can't stop a freaking. We couldn't stop. I don't even know. I think there's some freaking teams that could score on us right now. I really do. Okay, AK.
Yeah,
I had to compose myself. I was dying. I had to mute myself.
Sorry, bro. It's been 3 days, man. I told you it's kicking my ass. But
it
anyway,
takes time to get the lungs to build up.
Shouldn't take 3 days to lose it, though. Fuck.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
My heart says yes, but my brain says no. Don't do it.
Well,
hell yeah, man. Actually, we're going strong for 3 hours. But yeah, and I'm still going strong. I'm ready to fucking continue this shit.
Oh, Papa can't. Papa got to cut out pretty soon.
So next week, we saw what Denver can do, obviously, this past week. Now, granted, that does not look good for us as a team. But, and I know we all say this, you know, we ask the same question every week. He asked it earlier, you know, it's a hope situation at this point. But what do we got to do to stop them? Like, let's reverse this. Let's not talk about them for once. Let's talk about us and what we have to do to stop them.
We have to get a hold of their equipment manager and hide Teddy Bridgewater's gloves. First and foremost. That's what we got to do.
We need to attack. We need to create pressure to attack Teddy Bridgewater. Because he's a game manager.
Ain't mobile.
When he gets hit and hit often, Teddy remembers those times where he got hit, both his knees decapitated. You know, Teddy remembers those times where he's been chased down and you know, concussed for quite some time. Teddy doesn't like that. Teddy doesn't like to get hit much. That's when you see his play drop off. You can create some pressure. Again, that's a big fucking F with this team. Yeah. But if you can create some pressure, get at Teddy, you got the game. Because we've seen their run game. Again, but when we talk about us, anyone that has anything that's horrible in the past, they look like all-stars with us. The run game hasn't been able to get off. They have a great possession receiver in Jerry Jeudy. Noah Fant. You know what I mean? Like, he's having a great year. That's what you're going to have to focus on. Again, if they can't, and if they're eating in the middle of the field all game, you know what I mean? It's just like against the Chargers. You know what I mean? We're gonna come in here disappointed again, talking about if Jalen can be the guy or not. Should Nick Sirianni be fired? Why the fuck haven't we fired Howie yet? We're gonna be talking about the same thing.
Right. No, you're correct. I mean, I could see it kind of. I mean, if Denver plays as good as they did this past weekend, they could easily blow us out. So, because I mean, at this point, even minus Zeke, I think Dallas is better than us. So, a lot of their fans, that's what they were blaming the loss on. Oh, Zeke got hurt. And I haven't heard anything. Have you guys heard on the severity of Zeke's injury?
Oh, that I don't know. But what I do know is what I've been saying before, their bye week. Dak was hurt. He was hurt more than what they let on. And they brought him in too fast. And now they're paying the price. Because he looked like shit yesterday.
We're all sitting here worried about Hurts.
But hey, I'm not worried about. Listen, I told you I'm not worried about it. I'm loving it. I like the direction the Cowboys are going. December's coming. the rails, you know, the bolts are getting loose. They're about to come off the track. You know, Daddy got some champagne waiting. I told you all. When it happens, I'm going live. We're popping it off. We're popping it off. 27 years and counting. Let's go.
Yep. Just like the Dolphins do. You know, they all, the ones that are remaining alive, they all celebrate when the last undefeated goes down. We're gonna celebrate when the Cowboys don't win the Super Bowl again. So
Yes.
yeah, it'll be another joyous occasion. That's right.
BLSG sleeping? My guy? Are you there?
I think
Is he in a coffin?
He's
Is he in a coffin right now? Do we need to call someone?
Hello?
Blink 2 times if you need help, my guy. Just 2
Right?
times.
God, he's not blinking.
SG. Are you there? SG?
Taliban got him. Taliban got him.
I think the
SG.
principal's calling me. Hello?
Right?
It's nighttime. It's
It's like when
nighttime.
you were a kid and you went to school.
BLSG.
I feel like
Good
I'm
morning,
going to hear
Malcolm.
something come over the intercom and be like,
We need a.
It's past his bedtime. Good night, SG.
good night.
Good night.
Sleep,
night,
sleep
youngster.
tight. Sleep
Sweet
tight, young
dreams.
prince.
Oh, we lost AK.
Sweet
He also went
dreams.
to bed. All right,
And then there
now
was
it's,
three.
now it's the true eats me. Nah. I don't know why I said
Yeah.
eats. I didn't even say east. I said
Eats.
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 We're eating.
Eats.
We're
Eats.
eating the
Eats all
west.
the West.
We're eating the west.
Yeah. The I think he did fall asleep. His phone like froze up. So he probably
Yeah.
he probably dropped it on his face. You ever do that? You ever do that while you're falling?
Yeah.
Like if you're falling asleep, your fucking phone falls out of your hand.
I did that a couple times. I learned my lesson really fast. That shit hurts, especially if it catches you with syrup on your nose when your eyes water. Fuck all that. Fuck all that shit.
Right?
I'll prop my phone up from now on.
Yeah.
I will get 13 boxes and something like a rag just to get it right, however you can. But I won't do that again. Nah.
I heard you. I hear you.
Oh my God, we had 3 hours. We're at 3:11.
Yeah, we are.
I think AK might be having some technical difficulty.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. You got work in the morning, Vic?
Yeah, I got a fucking Zoom meeting in the morning. It's some bullshit, man. I hate it. I don't get it.
At least you don't have to wear pants.
Right? Do you have like
Dude,
a monitor setup you can use?
I'm always in pajamas. I'm always bananas in pajamas over here. Heck yeah.
Work. Get them.
But we work from home, so you know what I mean?
Right. I was gonna say if you got like the
He's still awake.
Oh
Yeah,
Look at
bro.
him, he just woke
I was
up.
trying to tell you all that, but then my internet cut out.
It's
It's like when my daughter wakes up in the
I was
middle of
trying
the
to
night,
tell you all
like he's
that,
all
but my
fresh
internet
faced.
cut out.
good morning.
Look at
Only up
him.
your pants.
Oh, look at that baby face.
I was putting my glasses off, bro. Chill, bro.
Oh, look at that beautiful boy.
Morning.
Here, we'll change that real quick. Hang
Hold
on.
up, Vic. Wait, we can't say that.
Right. Oh boy.
That's how you get the.
That scared me.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah, Jinx will open the door. It's us.
yes, we're
Mobile.
here. Right. That'd be scary.
Do you imagine you open up the door and it's just
That's
BLSG
better.
without his glasses?
That's probably one of the
That was
first
the
times that
fastest,
that's
like-
ever happened with all three of
That was
you.
like a jump cut. You saw no glasses, they were automatically on.
Right.
With the power of editing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if AK is going to jump back on here.
No, he
Sign
can't.
off.
He said he's asking if StreamYard crashed.
Oh, really?
He can't get
Oh.
back on. Yeah, he can't get back on.
All right.
Dropping like flies.
Well, yeah. We got. If you guys got any closing comments, if not, let them know where they can find you at, and we'll get up out of here. SG, go ahead and go first, my guy.
Yeah, man, no closing comments, man, but y'all can find me on YouTube, BLSG, search in the search bar. I know it only says SG over here, but you get the gist at this point. BLSG on YouTube, man. BLSG20 on Twitter. Give your boy a follow. Subscribe to me on YouTube, man. We pushing at 221 right now, but we're not stopping there. We're gonna keep grinding right now. We're gonna put out some Eagles and Sixers content. And as always, man, even though we lost, man, it'll always be Fly Eagles Fly.
Absolutely. And we appreciate you being with us tonight and hopping on the live stream.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
You take care.
Yep.
All right, brother. You have a good night.
Yep. Peace.
Papa, the floor is yours, my guy. Any closing comments, or just let them know where they can find you at?
Yeah, no. Yeah, got no real closing comments, but y'all can find me on what the hell is this called? All right. Y'all can find me on Twitter at Papa Fuchs, Fuchs spelled Fuchs. I bitch a lot about the Florida Gators and this team and a lot of things, but hey, hopefully less bitching with Todd Grantham fired, by the way, which if you were in the first episode of the Holy Podcast, or the Holy Gator, sorry, you would know about. That has officially launched. You can catch me and Jordy Fighter on that. You can also catch me on YouTube at Papa Sora and also on Twitch, which is also at Papa Sora. Other than that, yeah, that's about all I got.
Sweet. We appreciate you being here as well, my dude.
Yeah.
And as always, keep it country, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just days old when I heard that armadillo was bulletproof.
Pellet gun, my guy.
Watch out for them gators.
It bounced off the shell. That's bulletproof. That's supposed to be good. It's
Okay,
a superhero
take
to
a
me.
pellet gun and go fire it at a riot shield, all right? What do you think it's going to do?
Listen, again, I think it's a superhero to me.
Those
Those are animals you don't mess with.
Coming from the guy who threw a skunk as a child.
Yeah, but they're harmless. They don't do nothing. They're like cats.
They're harmless until they show you their ass and then start spraying you.
I actually have a friend that owns one. She has a skunk.
He sprayed?
Yeah, she did that.
Yeah.
But she had it at first, she did. But yeah, then she had to. That shit works.
One of these days, Vic, we're going to get you in the woods.
That sounds so fucking bad.
I'm going to isolate that one. That one's isolated for sure.
Nah.
Right? You gotta play that ding, 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 ding.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
That was going in the vault. Going in the vault.
Love you, Papa. That is a clip for the future right there.
I hate it here, man. Peace out. Good night, y'all.
I'm not going nowhere near.
Go curl up with your snail, Papa.
Exactly. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that was gonna be good for sure. Well, let them know, Vic 3. You got work.
Yeah, gotta work early in the AM, man. Got a 7 o'clock. Yeah, zooming early in the AM. Listen, Eagles fan, be patient. Understand what this year is. We ain't winning the Super Bowl this year. There's no rush to get anything. Gardner Minshew isn't anything. Again, he's a backup for a reason. Calm yourself down. Jonathan Gannon, step it up, my guy, or get the fuck out. That's what I'll leave it on. Sirianni, you keep on building on what you're doing, my guy. Jalen, get the ball in better placement. Everybody, appreciate y'all for coming through. I mean, it's kind of we do this on the spot, on the fly, and I appreciate everyone following us, especially how we work and how our schedule is. So, like I always say, you know who it is. It's Big 3. You see me in the chats. You see me on Twitter. You'll always see me on everyone's channel. I always support great Eagles content. Always support those young creators that are coming through. Always with my guys above me. And you'll always find us east meets west. We'll start off at 9. What day? Hey, man, that's part of the fun part. You figure it out. You find out later on in the day. You set your night for us. We have fun. And you'll always catch me after every Eagles game with Victory Presents, the Eagles post-game panel show. Hopefully I'm followed on my guys also. But I always have a great panel. I appreciate them all for coming through. Again, appreciate everyone for watching us. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, do it all. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Well said, my guy. Well said. Definitely. And Yeah, that leaves our guy AK Eagles of Eagles
Yeah.
Uncensored Podcast, Mister
Listen.
Not Skittled, now Skittled.
Listen,
Mister can't hold that cough.
Earlier he was combative, now not so much.
Right now he's loving life.
the dick is gone.
Right?
The dick is gone.
All pause.
Triple pause.
Anyway, so nah, man, no lie. I gotta say and start off like this is the highlight of my nights doing this shit with YouTube. You know, we've been doing this now for what 3 months?
Yeah,
I'd say
roughly. Yeah.
I mean, you guys have become family to me, best friends, and even brothers. You know, I could not have picked two greater people to do this with than you guys. You know, I love doing this shit. I love bringing this content out to you guys, you know, and everyone that follows us. You know, I want to make this a career and I want to do this for a living because it's fun. I mean, you literally can say whatever you want and bullshit with your friends, and it is what it is, you know. Whether you respect what I say or hate what I say, hey, you heard it. You know it. So, you know, I'm just grateful that I got to meet you guys, had the opportunity to get in on this, you know. It's something special we got going here, and I can't wait to get it to go even further with you guys. So, but yeah, man, just everyone remember we are one nation, and that's Eagles Nation. All right. I get it. We love our team to the fullest. And when I mean the fullest, I mean the fullest, like more than anyone. But sometimes that makes us react in ways we shouldn't react. Sometimes it's for the right reasons, sometimes it's for the wrong. Not saying anyone is right or wrong. But like my guy down here at the bottom said, it's premature. Yeah. You know, like you can't jump the gun too soon. You know, there's only so many times you can miss out on talent before, you know, you just don't want it anymore. And I think we've all reached that point. You know, we're tired of being jokes and laughing stocks. We want something real. And, you know, we'll get there. But like I said, it's patience. And I don't even know how much more I have. But it's my team. I love them till the end. And I ride or die with them, good and bad. So it is what it is, man. Just, like I said, I appreciate you guys. And I am AK Eagles from the Eagles Uncensored Podcast. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And if you like the Wagyu, subscribe to. Good night.
Absolutely. Well said, my guy. Couldn't have said it better myself. And I mean, closing comments to the nation out there, to Eagles fans, just, you know, try to be patient. Try not to pull that ripcord too quickly, so to speak. You know, you have to really see how this thing plays out and just know that we're not winning anything anytime soon. But hey, this team, if we can do it right, we got some things coming down the road here pretty quickly that we should be able to get the ship headed back in the right direction sooner than later. So, you know, we're just keep that in the back of your mind. Definitely, you know, that this is all an evaluation year, and just enjoy life for what it is, for the season for what it is. You know, like we've, you know, during the season, you know, not too long ago, Vic lost a close family member. You know, and we were reminded that life is extremely short, and nothing is given. You know, nothing's guaranteed. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. You know, we could go to sleep and never wake up again. You know, it's just, life is such a precious thing. And just make sure you guys, everyone out there, part of keeping it fuego, like I said, is showing the love, making sure that all your loved ones in your circle, in your tight circle, make sure they all know that they're loved and appreciated. Make sure that you give them that hug, you know, even if it's an air hug, if they, you know, they want social distance, just make sure that they know that they're in your heart and that that you're always thinking about them and things like that, and that you love and appreciate them. Just like we love and appreciate each and one of you out there, you know, all you guys that have been in the chat tonight. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. You know, Papa Sora,
especially, man. Jinx is
absolutely.
He's a fucking dog.
Yes.
Like, props to you, my guy. You are always here. You're always contributing. Like, you're the number one on the fuck you crew for me, man. So keep doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah. We love Jinx. Always in the chat, always on the streams, always supporting the content. So yeah, we could do it.
Gotta have
Richie MC, always in there too. Yeah. Yep. Yes, you guys are prime examples of what I say are the food and the water to the channel. And without you, each and every one of you cannot, this content, what we do together, collaboratively and individually, will not continue to survive. So if you're feeling the vibe, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to not only myself, but my guy here, AK Eagles of Eagles Uncensored Podcast, and also my guy Vic 3 down below me, because we all have our own YouTube channel. We're all live right now on our own YouTube channels, you know, collaboratively with this East Meets West thing, which, like our guy said it to my left, AK, I'm really, just as much as you are, I'm really, really enjoying doing this thing with you guys. You know, like you said, you guys are becoming like family to me, like brothers. So I love, you know, doing this, and I can't wait to see, you know, how this thing grows and just keep doing this more and more with you guys. So, you know, we're going to keep rocking this thing. And I think we've had you guys long enough. We're coming up on 3.5 hours now. So yeah, big shout out to Jinx Wolf. He's been here from beginning to the end, damn near. So thank you so much, Jinx. Everybody that came on as well. You know, Birdman _951, Papa Sora, BLSG.
Shout out Jalen too. He's another one that's in the chat all the time.
Yep. Absolutely. Jalen Williams, a big supporter of the content as well. Big shout out to him. Absolutely.
I mean, because listen, guys, and real quick, I'll make it very fast.
Go ahead.
Jerry Lee, gotta shout out Jerry Lee. Get him out there. Gotta shout him out.
Yeah. No lie, guys. If you didn't watch this, why the hell are we doing it?
Yeah.
It's very plain and simple. I mean, we do it because we love it, but we do it for you guys. You know, so the more and more you come back, the more and more we want to do it.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much the easiest way I can say it. So I do appreciate everyone who comes in and joins in with us, because if it was just us three, it'd be pretty fucking boring. Actually, it wouldn't be, but you get the truth.
Yeah, Backyard Bird
There'll be a lot of smoke. There'll be a lot more smoke in the
That's for sure. But yeah, Backyard Bird Podcast was in here earlier as well. He's been here on the live streams a lot lately as well. So shout out to Backyard Bird Podcast. You know, Mitch Kofsky even came in earlier on the live stream. So shout out to everybody.
I appreciate everyone that comes through, everyone who retweets, everyone who leaves comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you come in for a second just to say what's up, appreciate you all. You know what I mean? And like I said, we all do this for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, we push out content ourselves. Like, even if it isn't our own video, you know, we'll push out someone else's video just to get it out there. Because like we all say, man, it's Eagle Nation. We're a family, and we're just trying to help everyone out.
Yep. Exactly. 100%. Well said, my guy. So I think I got to cue the music now.
I was just about to say that.
Cue up the music. Drop the beat.
DJ, drop that shit.
DJ, turn that shit up.
Until next time, we fly until we die. Stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing us on your screen. But most importantly, keep it fuego.
Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Thank you so much. Fire Howie. Get that one out there.
Fire Gannon.
Definitely. Not fucking with the woods.
The dick is gone.
No camping.
Hashtag,
Never.
if you bring a blitz, please.
Yes.
The skills kicked in.
Hashtag we need a linebacker stat.
Hashtag we out.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for coming through.
Peace.